quickly just check.
They can turn around and adjust the wings, the other wings that are on the car during a pit stop, if they do not want to have to take the time to turn around and remove the wing for replacement. Now let's.
Okay, everyone. Now, USA. We have one championship already wrapped up. Will we now have another one wrapped up?
Okay, everyone.
Yep, that's not working. Marvellous. Right. We will also be giving you updates throughout this race on the 101st Indy 500. As currently we are under caution at the moment. But the order is Ryan Hunter-Ray, then Alexander Rossi, and Fernando Alonso.
If that's the case, let's see what happens here with Marco. He's going to roll it here as you move through. They're flying. There it is. And that got some hang time. And that's the stuff when you're in the cockpit, as we've seen from the visor cam. You don't see that. It just comes down in front of you. Pit road's open. Rick? Well, these guys are up front. Once again, the Andretti guys all have been working together.
No, I'm not watching that stream, it keeps stopping and starting. Right, anyway, what we've got to do is thinking about who will be quick and who will be slow at this race right now. For this stream, it's a lot. It might be slightly behind, but it doesn't stop. Now, through practice sessions, we have KO, Newcup, Mayhem, and Big Prenta all within a couple of tenths of each other. The championship is now done, but the second place in the championship is still up for grabs. J19 currently holds that position, but can, in theory, be caught. This was also important for the new game, which is coming out in August, as was announced that we could have a new people joining the F1 League. The guy who's leading up to that would be Mayhem first of all, but we could have some more joining as well, because next season we'll be doing it under performance as well as assist driven cars. As also, we only have, wow, we have 16 drivers. So that means we will be not doing Q1, we'll be going straight into Q2. I believe that is what my co-commentator, Vernanator1991, will be going through the drivers as we speak. Pole position, if it is dry, we're expecting to be about a mid-36. That's sort of a good time. We're expecting a two-stop race, super soft, soft, super soft. But stranger strategies can be carried out. Could do a one-stop if you were brave. Go to super softs and then mediums toward super softs and soft to the end. Sorry, super soft and medium to the end. But don't think that's going to be the quickest way to do it. It is if you are starting at the back and have got brand new tyres, it is in theory possible to do super soft to softs numbers wise, but may not be worthwhile pace wise. I believe this is my co-commentator that has just come back now. Has everyone got the message?
Yes, everyone's got the message. We've only got enough to do Q2 and Q3.
Yeah, this is what I thought, as we've got 16 drivers.
Yes.
This is explaining to
Charlie,
the viewers that a pole time we're expecting to be a mid-36, and a two-stop race we're also expecting.
Standard stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I've also gone back to, off topic slightly, gone back to my stream that a fellow F1 racer has given me, because this one doesn't cut out like the one you're watching does. So,
Okay.
it may be behind, but it is more reliable. Ah, and we have Will Power, who is now at the front. As we now go back to green.
Can you send me that stream? the link to that.
Oh my god! Oh my god. Yep. Let me give me a second. I can give you that now.
Okay.
Copy link to. We haven't discussed the threat of rain. Have you seen any rain yet?
Every session that we've done around
It's
this
been
track
dry.
has all been bone dry. So,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
the threat of rain has not been discussed as a result. But
Max
you never know.
Chilton.
I mean, we saw...
Now an old F1 driver of the name of Max Chilton is now leading the race. He did not pit under the last caution period, but Hunter Ray is now passing Will Power for second, who did stop. Alonso is sixth.
Right, remember, Steve, you need to retire immediately so they can retire.
Aye aye.
Otherwise,
oh my god, we've got some weaving going on.
Otherwise, we'll end up going into one of us will end up going into Q2 instead of. Oh no, I won't go for
Are you watching the stream that I'm watching?
I am, yes. So yeah, so just to make it clear, we are doing the GP2 league race, but we will be providing updates every now and then in regards to the Indy 500 as well, as a lot of people will be hoping.
Why is new car going out on track?
Why have we got two cars out on track?
You may need to message them.
They weren't there, they weren't.
Callum Rose.
J3.
Oh, J3. Yep, new car's got the message.
There we go.
Okay, Hunter Ray's got a bit of a gap.
J3 hasn't got the message, has he, at the moment?
If you went back into game chat, will you be able to explain?
I'm just messaging J3 directly now.
I think Castroneves' car is going to blow up anytime soon because there's bits wobbling about it all over the place. Front wing and rear wing.
As a result of the avoidance you had to do on Scott Dixon.
Yes. Alonso, it looks a bit draggy down the straight, but it looks like he can take such a tighter line than everyone else. They've caught up to Hunter Ray now. It seems like we've got Hunter Ray, Hunter Ray, Rossi, Chilton, Alonso, the top four. Might change in a minute, admittedly.
Right,
but anyway,
so we're still waiting on Matey Boy, Prenter, and Big Prenter.
There's Prenter.
There's Prenter.
There's Mayhem.
Gone as well. So it's Big Prenter and Matey Boy. We are waiting on to retire.
Alonso's making a move on Chilton. Ooh, no, he won't be, no, we're too far back.
Right, and there we go, there's Matey Boy as well. Right, so we are going straight into Q2, and as we expected, everyone has retired after us so they can all go through. I'm going to get my charger so my phone don't die.
Ah, Dave 1025 has changed his nationality, by the way. Don't know if you've noticed.
He's been in Azerbaijan for a little while, actually.
Oh, has he? Okay.
Yeah. I've noticed.
Alonso's struck right. Anyway, okay, now we're going to the nitty-gritty part of qualifying. The top 10, of course, will go through. What do you reckon the cut-off time will be?
Cut-off time... I think we might be looking something like a potential of 38, 39, potentially. I don't think many drivers are sort of 36s, 37s. So we might be looking somewhere in the 38s as the cut-off time, as we have a couple of cars coming out on track now. David Ward, Day 1025 and Mayhem all leaving the pits.
Have we noticed as well that Mayhem has changed his helmet design to a pure gold helmet?
I have noticed. Yes, I did notice. Which, to be fair, as a result of 2 weeks ago, he's entitled to.
Oh, Cashin Evans has got a new breed of life. He's going for the lead. Glass past Alonso, glass past Chilton. Now right up again, right up behind Hunter Ray. Okay, anyway, back to this main screen.
Pretty much everyone now
is on track,
yeah. About half the field are currently out on track.
Well, what tyres are people on though? That is another interesting proposition. So we have
J9... the first out on track is also on...
I have the tyre lists right in front of me. We have J19 Super, Dave 1025 Soft, White Super, KO Soft, Madman Super, Mateyboy Super, TLK Soft, J3 Soft, Prenton Super, Soups Super, Whiteside Super, Big Prenter Soft, David, what did he say? Super, Newcart Soft, Mayhem Super, Troll Gamer Super, and that's it. I've met a fairly mixed grids there, but I believe the delta time between the soft and the supers is about 8/10. So quite a big discrepancy.
Yeah, I think we'll end up with the majority of people needing to use a super to get through.
Oh, that's a corner cut.
Cuts the last part of the S's.
Yeah.
So I'm now on Newcart, who's just started a lap. Coming out turn 1
okay,
on the soft side.
Right, so Big Prenter's one we have to watch, or all the guys on the softs we have to watch. Well, I believe are all the quick guys.
Newcart. I thought it was ghosting, but Mayhem's gone off, so I think the ghosting would have been a sort of yellow flags.
Big Prenter now starts his lap.
Mayhem has already messed up his first run. And the way with this track works and the potential strategy we're looking at, you can probably get away with running a second lap on the supers.
Sort of, just about, because what we reckon in the first stops to be around about 15, 16?
Well, we saw in the test race, we're seeing stops as early as 8 and 9.
Yeah, and that's prime free stop, which I don't think is the quickest way of doing this. It's 2-stop easy.
The first stops we'll look, to be honest, looking at as a result of that, we'll be looking between, as early as lap 10, as late as lap 16.
Well, it depends on who. If we're talking about super soft runnings, obviously, but I reckon if the guys on the supers were looking after their tyres in the warm lap, out lap, and the in lap, as TLK does a 140.5, don't ignore that. That's not representative at all.
Newcart cut the last corner. Invalidate his lap on the last corner. He would have gone 1.6 quicker. But,
that would have been a 38.
Which would have been a 38 on the stock tyre.
Prenter looks like he's doing quite a decent lap. KO 38.2. That's the soft. Would you say is that competitive?
38.2 will be close to being on the bubble, I think.
Yeah, I reckon so. Yeah. What's Big Prenter gonna do? Because he's the fastest guy I've seen so far in GP2, and he's just done made a boo boo. Maybe doing a Mercedes
3 seconds
tactic,
down.
maybe doing a slow lap to begin with, and then making sure the tyres were warmed up, and then doing it. Yeah. Then going
Either that,
for it.
or he messed up earlier on and just cruised around the remainder of the lap.
Yeah. Right, as we
Maybe
turn
through here, which is the actual area. Nicely done for Big Printer this time round.
What's our order so far anyway? We have KO top, Troll Gamer second, White third, TOK fourth, Matey Boy fifth, J-Street 6th, Prentice 7th, J19 8th, Daytona 25 9th, Madman hasn't set a lap time yet, so all the other drivers who have set lap times have most likely invalidated.
Yeah. There may be one other driver who's just popped in there. Big Printer shown has now been 14. He was there, so another driver who's just popped in time. Not sure who.
Might have been Soup saying that. Nope. Oh, was it Mayhem? No, Mayhem hasn't set a lap time yet. Mayhem's gone back out on Supers.
Okay. Ooh, Big Printer close to
Oh, it's a new car in second. It's a new car in second.
Okay, so Big
Third
Printer
now.
comes across the line. Big Printer stays 14th, being validated
Troll
again.
Gamer is second now. So it's sort of changing all the time, but Troll Gamer remembers on Supers,
Yeah.
not softs.
Big Printer would have gone nearly 2/10 quicker, but we get invalidated on the second to last corner.
He did this last time though. When
did
did he did this last race though? Was it Japan or was it Malaysia? He kept on invalidating his lap time.
He wasn't at Malaysia, so it must have been Japan. So he wasn't at Malaysia. So he started towards the back, sort of lower end of the top 10, I think, if I'm correctly. Or he ended up in the lower end of the field quite early on.
New car's going around the turn 18 now. Let's see if this is going to be an improvement. Oh no, he's gone wide in 19.
I'm on board with Madman, who's coming into the second to last turn now.
And New car's gone 4 tenths off in second.
Madman over the line. He's starting a lap. Just starting a lap.
Mayhem's just finishing his lap, is he? Or starting a lap? No, he's starting a lap.
I'll keep an eye on Madman.
Just keep an eye on Mayhem. Okay, so what's he doing through these S's then? Is he flat? Flat 1, lift 2, down
Very
tentative 37.9 for a big Printer.
37.9. But yeah, they're being very, very
Cautious.
cautious through the S's.
But the current champion does not like Texas.
No, last year he actually got disqualified. That's how bad it went for him last year. He actually got disqualified from the race for excessive corner cutting.
Oh, this is an interesting one. Going back to your Indy 500 here, Castro Neves is making a stop under green on lap 105. So now it is Andretti 1, 2, 3, Rossi, Hunter Ray, and Alonso. When I say Rossi, I do not mean Valentino. For anyone who does not know anything about Indy 500, I mean, of course, Alexander.
Alexander Rossi, the former F1 driver for the Manison.
Yes. Reserve driver, I thought, wasn't he?
He stepped in, didn't he?
Anyway, less important. Mayhem's just made a mistake through turn 19 and going round to turn 20 now, the final corner.
Madman
on top. Will this put Mayhem on top? No, second, 2 tenths off.
Let's have a look at the lower end of the field. Keep an eye on Mr. Whiteside, who are yet as well to settle up.
Right, Prenter's third. New Kart's fifth on a second off, and he's back in the garage. Will he go back out again? I don't think so.
38 dips, are we on there? This Whiteside backs off, so He's not the set.
So who's on the bubble? Dave 1025's on the bubble in 2.5 seconds off the pace.
J19's currently 14th, but shown as a second off. I'm guessing he invalidated.
Must have done.
Coming through the long sweeping right-hander towards the end of the lap. Towards second to last turn. Looking tidy from what I've seen, but I missed the first sector, so I don't know whether he's already validated or not. Then I can crosses the line. He stays 14th.
So who we got still on the track? So the fastest guy, who must be Madman, must be in the pit lane. Mayhem's on his way back into pit lane. Oh no, Madman's back out.
Just coming. No, Madman hasn't made it back in yet. He's taken a really steady.
Which wouldn't surprise me. It's interesting, if we have a look at our race director here, if we put the flag out now, we've got super soft, the top 6.
Okay. So it's a 50-50 split.
Yeah. Fairly mixed up at the top there. So
Well,
in which
David
case then, I
Morgan
wonder then if they're thinking of the race, if they're doing softs first, then do a double supers at the end. That must be their thinking.
Potentially. Must be. Yeah, David Ward has just snuck in into the top 10.
How far off is he on the pace?
2.2 off.
It's quite far.
And he is on the super softs as well.
Oh, maybe he's struggling as well.
He is struggling at the moment. But at least he's got a lap in. Unlike a few out here at the moment.
Yes. Who's in the drop zone and who we do not expect to be in the drop zone?
J19 is the big name for me at the
Yep,
moment.
J19, yep. Yep.
Dave
Dave
1025,
yeah. So who's overperforming then?
Prentice
I don't
Senior
know
as well,
actually.
14.
I don't know actually. They're all, I would say soups, but I don't know. J19's just popped up into 6th. New cart's
Okay,
going
so
back
J19's
out
fine,
again,
tell that.
or not going out again, but he's in the garage with supers on his car ready.
I think that's invalidated lap there from Prentice Senior, the Renault driver. Second to last turn, and again the last turn. Yeah, this won't be any improvement on any lap.
Now, if there was an argument coming up here, or discussion, for next, because now we're in the sort of area where the new game has been announced, new season has been talked about, driver changes, season changes, promotions, relegations, stuff like that. There's been news about that we've obviously got a Whiteside talking about going to the F1, but as we are going to do it on assists and performance, would you consider Whiteside going into F1? Or would it be too early to tell and we've got to think about the new game?
It's too early to tell. I think we need to wait. Mayhem retires.
I think he was going to be safe anyway.
Yeah.
Now,
I think we need to properly wait for the new game and for the first couple of tests to see who may be. I mean, we're going to have Mayhem coming up, and maybe one other driver potentially coming up anyway as a result of.
Big Prenter felt like the need to go out on the super soft tyre.
Oh yes. P3 super soft tyre. Really, that's a bold call. But to be fair, though, they do have an extra set to burn if you think about it. It's already doing Q2 and Q3. So they do have that luxury of an extra set to burn as a result.
But he's only 2 times. Why would he do that though? Unless he wouldn't feel confident running on the softs in the first stint.
It's puzzling. You would have thought he's currently 1.5 seconds clear of the guy in 10th.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of that he's not. Oh, that's a corner cut. You would think that he's either not very confident on the softs on new tyres.
But if that's the case, why would he go out on the softs to begin with?
I don't know. Right, so qualifying has now been complete. So who of the big names is out on the track at the moment? So first,
Well, TLK 's
second,
on
fourth,
the
fifth
bubble.
and sixth are not out at the moment. So they all think they're safe, so then positions are locked in.
I don't see Dave 1025 out on the track. Has he improved? We know David Ward retires. Prentice moved up to 9th, senior that is. Pushed White out. White is out. White's in the pit lane and shown as 11th. So White
Right.
is one who maybe might have expected to sneak in there.
Well, he's done his runs on the softs.
For White,
Yeah.
he was on supers as he came in, I believe.
Oh, was he? I thought he was on softs, it looked like to me.
Was he?
Whiteside's
Well,
crossed the
Whiteside
line, it's an
improved this time,
improvement, but nowhere
Dave's
near enough.
16.
And last.
Again, yeah. Big Prancer is looking like he's completing this lap.
It must be a confidence thing on the high fuel then.
Yeah, either that
Someone's
or yeah,
gone in the
just,
gravel
someone
over
just
there.
wants to, maybe just wants to lay down a statement, maybe going into Q3,
Or
which,
a
again, is great.
trial run maybe. But it's a
Again,
risk.
it's wasting a set of time.
Right, what's the lap time anyway? Top 37.4. Which
Not as
isn't
quick as we've
that
seen him.
quick anyway, so
No.
unless he's doing a
No.
sort of a half speed lap to sort of protect the supers for the
Whereas,
race, maybe. As Matey Boy
Maybe.
enters the pit lane. That
Yeah, so we've got
also
a-
it shows you how much Mike is struggling round here. Matey Boy's 2.9 off, and Mike is 4.4 off.
Yeah, Mike is a full one and a half off the next place above him. Now we don't know whether he got a clean lap in or not, or whether he's just purely struggling.
I haven't seen him much of him practicing though.
No, I haven't either, to be fair.
Just a quick update on the IndyCar. Ryan Hunter-Ray is leading, I believe, with what seems to be a half-straight advantage.
There's just been a few pits under green taking place that are a little bit strung out to what you would normally.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh dear. Someone's internet has given up the ghost. Anyway, we have a look at these final results here. So the top 10 will be starting on these tyres. We have Big Prenter, Madman, Mayhem, KO all on... Oh no, KO's qualified on the softs as well. That, I did not notice that. Okay, so we've got the top 3 on supers, TLK on supers, Troll Gaming on softs as well. Jace Doris and Prenter are both on supers themselves. So what's going on here? We've got loads of... Invite my co-commentator again as his internet has given up on him. Give me 1 second. And he is there. Okay. Now we're going to Q3. Now I did see that J19 also disconnected. Oh, it's grey. It's grey. It's cloudy. Oh, okay.
I've lost connection to the lobby, so I'm no longer the host of the lobby.
Yeah, I know that. J19 was, but he disconnected as well.
I think we've had a massive disconnection because
I've got a text from Mayhem saying what's happened.
Yeah, we've just had a mass disconnect by the looks of it.
Yeah, seems like it.
Which will mean we'll end up going into a one-shot quali situation.
Ooh,
That is what's going to happen here.
Oh, meanwhile, an Alonso is now second in the Indy 500. again. I will be honest with you, I am surprised he is doing this well. I thought he would be sort of 5th, 6th to 10th, not constantly sort of in the top 3 or 4. And he's doing really random stuff as well. I mean, in his oh my god, we've got a loose front wing on an IndyCar going down the main straight at 230. Don't fall off, please. If you imagine one of the uprights has failed, so the whole wing is flapping about and it's dragging along the ground. If that thing falls off, that's going to be an aeroplane crash. That's going to be an aeroplane crash if you don't slow down. Slow down. That's going to go underneath. Anyway, what's going on now then? Are we restarting the session? Yes? Okay.
I'm setting up another lobby.
I'm not going to watch that because that's terrifying. Well, how did he do it? Oh, no, don't tell me he touched another car. He just nicked another car going down the main straight. The number 16 car, and that's what damaged the front wing. You have got to pit with... Oh, big crash, big crash. Buddy Bazia, no one important. That's going to be a caution. Not as big as the Dixon crash, I will admit, but similar to a Bourdais out of turn 2. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty much going to be a carbon copy of Bourdais' crash. In fact, it's actually followed the tyre marks of Bourdais. Did you actually see what, right, here we go, the replay is going to be... Oh, he's already lost it going into turn 2. Wow! He's lost it going into turn 2. Then goes backwards into the wall. That's weird. One of a flat tyre, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, Mr. Verne, what have we learned so far? A close qualifying, but now we've got now this is the I raise you this question. One shot qualifying with a track that is very easy to invalidate a lap on.
Yep.
With a very close grid.
Yes.
We could have a mixed up grid here. Whoa! Whoa, Will Powers really lucky to get away with that. Someone was actually... Yes?
Stephen, read my message, mate.
Yep. Understood.
Just a little bit less, please.
But anyway, who do you think will now be on pole then?
It'd be interesting to find out. It could open up... Well, yeah, it could open up a real can of worms for some people.
And I know that this possibly won't happen because, as you said, as we have both done practice sessions before, we have not had a wet practice session. But in that previous quali 3, it was very dark and cloudy.
It was.
We could have a wet.
I'd already disconnected.
We could have a wet qualifying, and that will really throw things up in the air.
We're still missing. Yeah, we are. So we're still missing 2 more. Who are we missing? Mate, David Ward. Makes that 17. I believe it's Matey Boy. The last one.
Yes, I agree. So what is your prediction then for this race? Our usual contestants at the top?
I think we'll have the usual contestants, but we are going to see a race decided as a result of penalties, I believe. Just because It's so harsh, especially sector 1. It's going to really influence the race.
And that's what influenced last race, if we remember.
It is.
Newcastle, who crossed the line first, but actually finished third, I think, wasn't it?
Fourth.
I think Putterland beat
Putterland came
Newcastle.
second.
Yeah, but I think Newcastle might have come third.
He was around there. I can't remember.
I think J19 was fourth. It was quite a strong race for J19. Right, we have our 18 drivers against.
Just waiting for a matey boy to pick his car, and then we'll go.
I see. So what actually happened with your connection? Was it just a case of like a dropout?
Mass dropout from PlayStation. So I lost connection to the game, to the lobby, to our party, everything. And as a result, I've turned off my stream to IndyCar just in case it might have been.
Right. Okay. I might well possibly do that myself just to boost it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then obviously it'll be less distracting as well. So I might do that as well.
Yes. So obviously we are now in a one-shot qualifying situation, which anyone will tell you, for anyone who knows the game very well, will really mix up the grids, and you end up with people who would normally sit at the front, at the back.
Yes, because if we remember to our Q1, look how long it took Big Prenter to do his lap. And also, what tyres do people do this one shot on? Will they go for the supers and go for track position, or will they do their original idea in Q2?
Softs and go for strategy. It's going to be interesting. The majority will go supers now. Yeah. But I think you might see one or two who probably don't think will have a chance of going for pole under normal
circumstances.
Conditions.
Right, yeah, but remember though, if they can't go for pole, like if they're outside the top 10, it won't matter to them, will it?
No.
Right, anyway. And it is a... Right, so we got... How do we do it then? Do we go out and then retire straight away?
We just have to... Yeah, we just retire as soon as it... Because obviously we won't have any influence on the other cars, because you won't see any cars on the track. You might see one ghosted car who might be shown as the leader. We've got sunny conditions.
I'll let them start. I won't start for them.
Yeah, we'll give it a couple of minutes for them to put their setup in. And then
someone started. Okay, so I'll ready up now then, because there's no point.
Yeah, you won't know who readied up, but
no, it won't matter if we don't have a 5-minute break, do we, for the qualifying? But this is interesting. Now we have, as we can see here, Q1 quali tyre, the super softs will last 22 laps. Now we're only doing a single shot qualifying. We would only possibly use what? Instead of the 4 laps, you'd use probably 2.
I think it simulates 3 laps.
Oh, okay. Right, okay.
I believe it simulates the 3 laps. Right, retire.
Okay. Dave 1025's retired. Did he lose the memo? Soups is not on the track, neither is KO. Why is no one out on the track?
I don't think you'll see everyone. I don't think the one-shot quali lets you see everyone, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. I thought they did. I thought they did.
No, I don't think so. I think the KO's now showing as on track for me. He's now shown as being second at the moment, behind Big Prenter. David Ward retired, so I'm guessing he might have been validated.
No, KO's not on mine either.
Well, this is the thing.
This is the thing. What I was just thinking. I know that Mayhem, Madman, is the first one, is on track because he's in 6th gear apparently, and it was activating DRS.
Yeah.
But he's in the pit lane.
No, he ain't from. No, he's all out on track for me. So I'm seeing pretty much everybody.
Or Madman's. Well, the only order I've got is the order that they are in the garage, pretty much. So the 2 Haas cars are 1 and 2. But I know that's wrong.
No, that's not what. At the moment, I've got it as Big Prenter, KO, Madman, Mayhem, top 4.
Okay.
With Newcastle actually flicking between 4th and 5th with Mayhem.
Okay. I've just got a query. If people have invalidated their laps, is it better for them to retire rather than be disqualified?
Just like what David Ward has
Cool,
done.
wow. That's a big gap. Don't know what happened to Mayhem. So we had sort of half a second between the top three and then a massive gap between 4th, 5th and 6th even.
On pole with 37.1, KO 10th off, Madman 6 tenths off, and Mayhem 1.3 and Newcott 1.5.
But anyway, to our original question, everyone qualified on the super soft tyre.
We're going to have to move out the way, or you'll have to leave now actually, Stephen. Leave. Leave.
Sorry, I kept on pressing. I had a bit of a brain fade there. I kept pressing pause button. I'm thinking, why isn't it pausing? Why isn't it pausing? Oh, I need to press circle. Oh, right, okay. Okay. So. What will now happen in this race now then? Oh, hang on a minute.
Oh, it's raining. It's raining. Ooh, it's raining.
Ooh.
All wet.
Ooh. How long for?
No, I can't. All the way. All the way.
Oh, you're joking.
It's showing full wet all the way.
Oh,
Start to finish.
So who's got... I wonder then if someone might have adjusted... No, because they wouldn't have been able to see the rain with the weather, would they, in one shot, would they?
They wouldn't have been able to see the weather. They would have just put in their setup for the one-shot quali.
Okay.
But everyone will be on a dry setup.
Yeah, so it now depends on who's got a stable car, who likes the rain, and... Would this help the wheel drivers? This would, wouldn't it?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Some people on the pads are quite adapted to these
I'm
kind
only
of
thinking because obviously this track suits the wheel quite nicely because obviously the first part of the S's.
It does, but obviously you'll be taking that much slower now as a result.
Do that mean less penalties though?
Well, you would assume so, but obviously with the conditions, people need to get used to this.
So now, what's quite funny is now that this is the first time anyone has seen this track in the rain.
Yes.
I bet you all the F1 guys are sort of thinking, panicking, thinking, "Oh my god, we must not do full wet testing."
I've just noticed something, Stephen, as well. Your car is on the grid.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, left a little bit too late.
Oops.
Obviously, it'll ghost, but we've got two cars behind us. We've got Dave 1025 and David Ward behind us. So you might find when you rejoin,
Might be in a car.
you might have to get in a car and retire yourself.
I don't think we'll miss too much at the start.
We'll see.
I'm assuming no one's done any wet running.
I would assume that there would have been very little wet running performed at all, because you would expect, being Austin, this would be to be fairly dry. I know we had in real life a few years ago the...
Because it was completely washed out, wasn't it? In qualifying, wasn't it?
Washed out.
Was it qualifying or was it practice?
No, it was all sessions pretty much up until Sunday. It was pretty much washed out.
Was that Hurricane Sandy?
It was, because the qualifying took place on the Sunday, on the morning,
yeah, must
and
have
then
been.
the race was in the afternoon. By the time when the race come, it was actually intermediate to begin with, and it actually dried up. But it was a complete washout that weekend as a result of the hurricane conditions they were experiencing.
Well, I don't think they had a hurricane. I thought it was
It was just tropical storms, wasn't it? I believe. I think it's the best way of describing it. So we've got another couple of minutes before, or another minute actually, before the formation lap will begin.
Admittedly, as well, I did not set a timer as well, so that's twice now
No,
I've boobed.
I've been keeping an eye on it.
Okay, it's twice now I've boobed. I do apologise for my amateurish behaviour. Uh, okay, let's run this through again. Prenter, does he like the rain? As in Big Prenter.
I think he likes it more than the likes of Mayhem. He's a bit more adept, more able to get used to the conditions. Mayhem, we know, doesn't like the rain, and along with not liking this track,
No, so I thought he was quite pleased that he's won the championship then at Japan.
Yes. So he'll be, I think we'll struggle to see him anywhere near the front today unless something insane happens. Right, we are going. So you can rejoin now.
Right, let's see if I can rejoin. Oh yeah, well, no, not an invite, it was a join through the party.
Yeah.
There we go. Right, spectate.
Formation lap is starting now.
Okay, let's see if I'm on the grid.
I'll go around. But yeah, you'll see your car is sat on the grid. You will see when you get into spectate view.
Oh my giddy aunt, this is wet.
Yeah. And again, we've got like a MotoGP style formation lap. No one's in the order they're meant to be in.
Right, what's interesting, I cannot select my car.
You won't be able to until like the end of lap 1.
Oh, okay.
As I nearly crashed.
I can see that in the background.
As I can nearly crash into white.
So I wonder if anyone's going to be trying this at race speed just to sort of feel out the conditions, because no one's done any wet running at all.
I'll move out of the way for David Ward actually, so he can do a normal practice, any formation stuff he wants to do. Yeah, some people will have to. I mean, I'm only coming out of the end of sector 1, start of sector 2, and
Big Prenter's going down the main straight, a full chat.
He's nearly at the tight left-hander at the end of the straight.
Yeah, he is
now. He's got the whole of that straight in terms of a gap from front to back at the moment. As David Ward is going in and out of AI mode in front of me.
Okay. I can't even remember what the grid was. Was it Big Prenter, KO, Madman, Mayhem, New Kart, J19?
It was.
Right, okay.
But yeah, so last week the F1 League boys had a full intermediate race at Japan. Now these boys have looked like
we will never hear the end of it. My car's not on the grid.
Well, it was for me.
It's not for me.
It's gone.
Oh no, it is on the grid. I see a Manor there. It is on the grid. It was just there was a Mercedes behind it.
Yeah, that'll be Dave 1025.
Oh god, hang on. I didn't want to do this, but I'm going to have to do it. I'm not driving a Formula 1 car in the rain.
As I said, you might not be able to get control of it straight away, but because it's on very easy, it won't get in the way. I'm the one who's got to
I'm going to have to look at this grid backwards, it seems like, because I can't go forwards view.
Give it a chance to when the lights go out, sometimes the camera view changes.
Oh, there we go. Now I've done it now.
Right, well, over to you.
Right, okay, off we go then. Good start for KO across the start. Right, KO's going up the inside of Big Prenter. No, backs out of it. New Kart going round the outside. We have slight argy-bargy going in the background. Mercedes touches a Renault.
Yeah. That's David Trent, Dave 1025 and David Ward, along with Matey Boy as well in that.
Right, Prenter is clear. Mayhem and Matey Boy. Oh dear, try again. Madman and KO side by side through the S's. Holding up Mayhem slightly. We're getting away with it.
Your car is actually pulled over, Stephen.
Okay,
on the main straight.
Should be fine.
It should be alright.
Yeah, I can't select it.
Cool.
Okay, so Prenter is clear at the front. KO having a look on Madman. White nearly losing the back on Newcott, diving up the inside of Mayhem. Gets the move. Oh, bit wall banging going on, but gets the move done.
Oh, the two Renaults back here are wheel banging.
Okay, so now we have Force India, Haas. Right, so who has the speed down the straight with the normal aero? KO coming up the inside of Madman. As Newcott defends on Mayhem, goes deep. Though Mayhem back through again. Soups followed Newcott. Everyone's pretty much outbreaking themselves going into the hairpin.
They're all actually quite well behaved back here at the hairpin.
Let's go back to the leader. We'll go the right way through the scrolling menu.
Renault's again wheel banging. They catches Dave 1025 out back here.
Big Prenter has a 2-second gap already to KO. But KO seems to be struggling with a lot of understeer. To be honest, it is wet, so I do expect that sort of thing. Okay, as we come across the line for the first time, there is no AI car on the grid still, or across the start line, so that must have been removed.
25 is boxing.
So that's fine, so that might have been damage. Everyone seems to be sort of well behaving themselves now. There's the AI car. It's by turn 1, but it's out of the way, so it should be alright.
Pulled over out of the way by turn 1, yeah. So that
it should be alright then, to be honest.
Right, so I'm now with you.
Oh, VSC. Oh well.
That'll be me. That'll be me.
Let's just have a look, see if I can actually select my car, yeah, just in case. No, I can't select it, so we're fine. So I can't select it, so it might be alright. I'm liking Newcott's new helmet design. I don't think I've seen it before. Sort of like a chrome and green with red stripes. Something slightly different. I don't think I've seen that one. I don't think I've seen him using that one before.
Looks like a bit of a blue tinge in that as well.
Yeah. But anyway, as we've sort of expected, the top 5 sort of quick guys are all at the top as VSC has been removed. Madman's on a move on KO, has got a jump on KO at the... Madman's alongside. Will he simply out-drug the Haas going into the next corner? No, brakes slightly early and backs out of it. Or did KO outbrake himself? Yes, KO outbraked himself. Still side by side, Madman's through. This is all sort of a tippy-toeing sort of learning now until...
massive learning curve for these guys.
We've also got to remember who is running traction and who is not running traction.
Oh, we might have a laggy TLK again. We might have a slightly lagging TLK again. We need to keep an eye on that. My screen did appear to jump when on him. We just need to keep an eye on that.
KO, I believe, doesn't like the rain that particularly either. I don't think, but does like this track. So we'll really see now later on. But how's Whiteside doing? Where is he? Whiteside up to 12. So
he did start 14. So he made a couple of places.
He doesn't like. He like being from the north. I suspect he's quite used to the rain.
In real life, yeah, maybe not so much on the game.
This is true as he locks up quite heavily going into the first corner.
Madman appears to be making a slight gap on KO, and Newcott appears to be closing on Mayhem.
But they're all dropping back from Big Prenter. Big Prenter is checking out.
Yeah, he's checking out already.
But didn't this happen in Singapore though, when it was full wet weather, and then Big Prenter sort of had a massive gap and then made a mistake? But luckily for these guys, they will be redoing that race after Abu Dhabi.
They will be, yeah. Big Printer made a mistake by going onto the dries too early and just purely skated off into the barrier.
We've got we've got a situation now. We're getting two groups of cars now. So the top five sort of run away, and then we've got this second group which is run by Soups, then the Ferrari, I believe, of J19. We've got Soups, J19, Troll Gamer, and TLK all sort of closely knit together as TLK goes very deep. So does the House of Soups as well, admittedly. So he loses now sixth place, and then moves that back up to J19 again.
KO's also back up in a P2. He made a move on Madman at the same place where Madman made a move on him on the previous lap at the end of the long straight. So maybe KO's just starting to find his new sort of groove and rhythm in these conditions.
But they're still... no, Big Prenter isn't pulling away as much, but he's still pulling away. Another thing, if we remember back to the Japan F1 Grand Prix, there's a 2-minute lap times. This is going to be a 2-hour race, just about. It was a one-stop race. Who out of these guys? I'll reiterate. The quickest way of doing it was a one-stop.
Yeah.
So who will be able to get away with doing a one-stop race? And who spun it? I think someone might have spun it in the background. No one spun it. It might have been a sound glitching slightly.
It might have just been sliding out of turn 1 or into turn 1.
But it's interesting how big the gap between 2, 3, 4, 5 is to 6.
And then, J19 and 6. In regards to your previous question with the tyre wear, obviously everyone here, we believe, well, we assume because they wouldn't be able to see the weather, will all be on a dry setup. So it just depends on whose setup is relatively kind on his tyres and who's a very harsh, especially on the front end, because it will be the front tyres in these conditions, the front ends in these conditions that will wear out probably more as a result.
The Whiteside's still doing well. He's still 12, pulled away a little bit of a gap now to Jace Therese. As Prenter has a move, is having a move on Jace Therese going down the main straight. Jace Therese backs out of it reasonably early, but Big Prenter's locked up. But no, Mike's already cleared the course, so that's okay.
New Kart is starting to fall back from that group of KO, Magnum and Mayhem. New Kart's starting to fall back. Whether he's had a bad lap, we'll see, but at the moment he's not looking comfortable.
Wide.
As Prenter's now looking to eye up a move on Whiteside.
The gap is now coming down. Oh no, it's not, it's about the same now. It was down in the middle sector to 2.6 seconds, now it's back up to 3 seconds again. Now, will these three work together now to catch Big Prenter? And this is what I'm thinking. Will they do a 2-stop or a 1-stop race now? KO's cut. I think that might be the corner cut. As well, you don't know if drivers are corner cutting and others aren't, particularly because this game's so ferocious on corner cutting. Sorry, go on.
It's gonna be tough with the 2-stop and the 1-stop because there isn't really going to be
much in it
undercut wise, because the tyres don't really lose performance, they just lose grip. But
the treads on the top goes.
Yeah, but the performance tends to be fairly similar right up until about 60%, 70% of the wear, where then it will just drop.
Just an update on Dave 1025. He's 40 seconds behind the leader, still dropping back, but it's 16th.
David Ward just attempted to move on TLK and it didn't work. TLK retook the position. And it looks like Prenter is now looking to make a move. Well, he was looking to make a move on Whiteside, but got such poor traction. He's now looking at Jace Therese behind him. Jace Therese is now pulling alongside him, going down the back straight.
It does seem like we're going to have 2 groups, or 3 groups here. So we've got 2, 3, 4 all together. I think we've got 6, 7, 8 together. And we've got 10, 11, 9, 10, 11, 12 all together.
Yeah. This is going to be a topsy-turvy race. This will be a top 30 race. We will not
Big
know.
Prenter now does a new fastest lap, beaten by KO.
Yeah, you'll have to keep me updated on that so I don't see those.
Oh, Mayhem going to have a move. Mayhem's going for a move on Madman. He's
Up
through
the
into turn one, but
inside.
no,
to slow
makes the
down.
corner.
Yep.
Makes the corner
Nicely done.
from the new world champion of GP2.
Yes. But yeah, new car is now 4 seconds off the back of Madman.
We've got to imagine those. If anyone's done any wet running, that will help. And if anyone's setup has been very extreme to work in the dry, it won't work in the wet.
Oh my god, what's going on here? 9, 10, 11. Very, very close with the S's. White.
Anyone
TLK,
want to
and
lead this
David
pack? Oh, contact!
Oh, there was a nudge. At the moment, it's still in the same order.
Is TLK going to have a run on White? Is that White or TLK?
Yeah, it's White who's defending.
Oh, slightly locked up there. But goes slightly wider to try and get a decent traction coming out the corner.
Got a good run. David Ward appeared to get a good run out of that corner onto the straight.
But TLK's in a good slipstream.
TLK's got the speed. TLK's got good straight line speed.
There's a move to the inside on White, but brakes slightly early at the same time.
He's
But
not gonna
can't stop.
he does. Oh,
Oh, but look at David Ward now coming through. David Ward going around the outside of White, more contact. White's diving.
I think
David
White
Ward
is
going
more
around the
depending on
outside.
David. I think White was more
David
depending
Ward's
on
still
David
there.
Ward and
Still
nearly
there.
hit
He's now on the
TLK.
inside now, though.
Still side by side, more banging. And David Ward gets that done.
Big Prentice now done a new fastest lap of 58.7. Oh, still tight round there.
And White might not be happy with that. He's just lost 2 places, and then a little bit of wheel banging. It depends what people interpret.
Yeah, but I
those
think
kind of,
Big Prentice was a full second faster than KO last lap.
Yeah, he's
Checking
starting
out.
to find his groove, even more so.
Oh, Mayhem went wide through the S's. Now Madman's trying to come up back, but no, backs out of it.
These guys are already 6 seconds behind, with KO 4.5 behind Big Penta now.
Big Prentice likes the rain though. He likes a slidey car.
He does like a slidey car.
Newcart's now 11.5 behind the lead. And 5 behind Madman. J19 is now sort of pulled away a little bit by Troll Gamer. Oh, Jason Reese is lining up Prenta down into the hairpin. They've both got by Mike Whiteside. Prenta goes defensive on the way in, goes a little bit tight. Whiteside goes wide.
Very wide.
Who has the top speed out of these two then? Prenta earlier had very good straight line speed. And Jason Reese is catching slowly, but not enough.
Yeah,
He's good on the brakes though. Slightly missing the apex, but still got it stopped.
Right, Mayhem has sort of recovered from that little error earlier on. He's put a tiny bit of a gap on Madman. It appears to be a little bit closer to KO as a result.
KO's matched Big Prenta in the sector 2 and sector 3, but not in the first sector. God, that's how wet it is. They're not taking turn 2 flat.
Turn 2 is... I don't think you can take it from Mayhem again. He messes up the S's.
He's struggling through the S's though. Even in the dry, he was struggling.
Yeah, he might have to be careful with penalties, because even though you run wide legitimately as a result of making a mistake rather than cutting a corner, the game isn't that respectful of that. It just gives you a warning regardless. So they have to be careful of that, because if they total up too much, it will really have an effect on their end position.
I don't know how realistic the steering wheels are, but according to Big Prentice's steering wheel, he's 10th and a bit up on his fastest lap. He's got very good setup, Big Prentice has.
It looks steady.
He doesn't, he's not locking up at all. Was he up in the middle sector? No, still 1, 2, 3. Pulling away still, is he? What's the gap now? 5.2. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah,
Matey Boy's had an issue. He's now nearly a minute off the lead. So where's Dave? Dave 1025 is 51 behind. Whiteside's his next victim. We could have multiple lappies here. Where's Big Prentice in relation to the last plate, Matey Boy? Matey Boy's go across the straight, and Big Prentice is crossing the start line.
Yeah,
so it's another new fastest lap of 58.4.
We're talking half a lap ahead already in 8 laps. Oh, so Pollard has been taken out at the double left-hander.
I know we're a bit early in lap 9, but shall we have a look, see who's got a penalty? Big Prentice must have a very good setup on. He's got no warnings whatsoever. KO's got 1 warning.
Wow.
Mayhem's got a penalty already. Madman's got a penalty. Newcart's got a penalty. J19's got a penalty coming up to 2 penalties already. So Big Prentice is on the march. He's getting consistently quicker every lap, it seems like, apart from the lap previously for 59.0. But there was a rumour that these guys could have changed their setups between qualifying and the race.
I would just like to just give a quick opportunity to update people regards IndyCar, since I don't have the ability to on my TV. Alonso is currently in P12. They've just gone green from another caution.
So it must have been
they've just experienced, unbelievably, going down the back straight between turns 2 and 3, 5 wide.
Wow.
Going down that straight. So
how many laps is there to go?
There was a 148 out of 200.
So 52.
Yes. At the moment, the leader is Max Chilton.
Yeah, I think he's slightly out of sync to everyone else. It seems like when there was a previous caution before where he was in the pit lane when no one else pitted, so I think he's slightly out of sync. Anyway, back to Gp2 race. Madman is dropping back from 2nd and 3rd and into the clutches of a very quiet raced Newcart. And it must be said, Newcart is starting to match Big Prentice's lap times, I think.
It's just taking him a long time. I mean, he's still looking very...
Well, the leader's just done a 58.9. KO's a 59.5. Mayhem's a 58.9. Madman's a 59.8. And Newcart's a 58.9. So, it's all fairly steady. I know that obviously Big Prentice has done half a second quicker than that, so maybe Big Prentice made a slight mistake on his lap. I don't know.
Right, Dave 1025 is now right on the back of Whiteside, about to make another position up, but he is now nearly 1 minute behind the leader.
After lap 10, if it's a 2-minute race, let's say, so that's lap 20, they could be lapped nearly 3 times.
Yeah.
So I reckon anyone
through the S's.
Well, J19, let's put it this way, J19's 23 back after 10 laps. He could be lapped by the end of the race.
We're looking at essentially maybe the top 4 or 5 being the only ones on the lead lap.
That shows you the level of sort of performance then top 5 guys have got.
Yeah.
In this,
just point out, in sector 1, obviously Dave 1025 is right behind Whiteside. In sector 1, he lost 2.4 seconds to the leader in sector 1 alone, as he now pulls alongside Mike Whiteside down the back straight. looking to make a move to P14.
He could have been held up though, as Mayhem starting to close in on KO for second. Now I've noticed, it seems to be, the gap seems to be hovering around, I don't even know why I'm guessing, I should, about 1.1 behind.
Yeah, it's one second. It's 1 second. KO 6.6 behind the leader, Mayhem has shown us 7.6 behind the leader.
Mayhem seems to be got a fairly good turn in, it seems like.
KO actually was quickest through sector 1 this time round.
What, of the entire field? Well, no, because it's now 6.8.
Over Mayhem.
Right,
over
I was going to say.
The gap's now up to 1.5.
Trying to keep an eye on that gap from New Car to Madman. It's that's 2.9 seconds. So the top 5 are starting to slowly string out.
J19 is holding on.
Yeah, 24 seconds. He's sort of on his own now with Troll Gamer.
He's 10 seconds or so behind New Kart. So he's still holding on in there to pick up any scraps if there's any collisions up ahead.
I'd say the closest battle might be David Ward, who's diving up, bring yourself just to contact with TLK.
Oh yeah, this battle's been going on since like lap 3.
Oh, David Ward's got a good run, it seems like.
Not defending, but TLK's got the straight line speed. TLK's wicked.
Has he? Has he? Is he?
Well, David Ward's only just closing in.
A lot of cadence braking going on there. So throttle brake, throttle brake, throttle brake.
Will David Ward line up and move here, or would he wait another lap? Can he? He's thinking about, I thought he was thinking about going up the inside there. But thinks twice about that.
Matey Boy's only 20 seconds away from being lapped. Now. Nearly loses it as well coming out of the S's. He's a minute and 35. KO's still 6.6, he's matching the leader now. So this is the thing, see, now we've had sort of a few, no, 6.9 really, so I'll shut up. It's, or, I don't know, maybe Big Prentice sort of got a lot of aero on, maybe, and maybe KO's got less aero on, so he can keep the gap level during a lap, rather than from sector to sector.
Potentially, yeah. I think my suggestion of TLK having more straight line speed was proven as David Ward, I think you might have to consider giving that place back. He went round the outside of TLK at turn 2 but went miles wide, but has rejoined in front of him when he was behind him going into turn 2. Might be a little bit questionable that after the race, but as it stands he's holding on. But yeah, going down the pit straight, TLK and David Ward were side by side and TLK was pulling away. Quite noticeable down the straight when they're side by side.
Another thing I'd like to bring up, Mayhem's dropped back from KO and is starting to be closed in by Madman again. As Matey Boy's retired, so he might have had enough.
Yeah, I think he's had enough of the conditions. The gaps are just going to go up and down because it's so difficult to keep a rhythm going in these conditions. And it looks like Matey Boyd retired in the pit lane, which is yellow flags down the pit straight. As it just turned green again. So yeah, it's the only person that is showing any more consistency over anyone else is Big Prentice.
Yeah,
he's not losing any time per lap. He's either doing the same lap time or quicker.
One question I would like to raise, my car being there isn't causing a yellow flag into turn 1, is it?
No, it's not. There's no yellow flags being shown.
Right, Matey Boy's car's now pulled off in the S's.
Okay. But yeah, the only yellow flags that have been shown down turn 1 there was as a result of Matey Boy retiring. There are no yellow flags being shown.
There's an update on the gap between New Kart and Madman. It's nearly 5 seconds. Oh no, sorry, it's up to 4 seconds now.
Madman's on the back of Mayhem again though.
Yeah. Yeah, I was saying that the Mayhem was starting to struggle and Madman was starting to catch up. KO's now 7.8 behind the leaders. The gap's going up, but not as quick as it was.
It will come down to whether they're able to stop once or do they need to stop twice.
The problem is though that if Big Prenter continues at this pace, he'll have a pit stop on New Car.
Yeah,
He's 14 seconds, and I think it's 19 seconds for a pit stop. But it's probably different in the rain.
19 seconds, but in the rain it's less. You lose less time because the cars are going slower. So you're probably only looking 12, 15 seconds.
No, probably not that much. It's not that much different. I reckon probably about
15 seconds.
15, 16, possibly. Yeah.
Yeah. For a pit stop. So.
Where will Madman have a crack on Mayhem though?
He's wide out of the last corner. I think he might have looked at going into turn 1, but messed up the last corner, so that didn't work.
He's now started at 14.
Yeah, I know, 14 of 56, and we've been going for about
28 minutes. 28 minutes, it was 2 minutes laps. Matey Boy's now left.
Yeah, leaves the lobby.
But if we're saying it's about 16 seconds for a pit stop, he now has a pit stop on New Car.
Yeah.
He's now 16.3.
If he was to pit now, he would come out literally probably right alongside him.
And J19, it's a weird one because New Car seems to be dropping back from the leaders but pulling away from J19, so he's probably going to have quite a lonely race.
and David Ward aren't done with each other. Going into turn 1. TLK back up the inside. David Ward, sorry, not Dave 1025. David Ward.
Oh. TLK's back through again, and is that White in the background catching up? Yes.
Recovering after being passed by the Peregrine.
Okay.
About 5 laps ago, he lost both positions to them, and he appears to be gaining back as a result of the two battling. Prenter Senior cruising along nicely in 12th, but he's over a minute behind now already.
Yeah.
Jay Cerise behind him, a few seconds back in 13th. Whiteside and David Ward are still out. David Ward, Dave 1025, still hasn't got past Whiteside.
I thought, no, he had got past Whiteside, so saw him in front. Oh, well, David Ward's on the grass.
Dave 1025 is now back behind Whiteside then.
Okay.
And now 1 minute and 26 behind. They're now 20 odd seconds away from being lapped themselves.
Yeah.
And Dave 1025 is the last runner, as it stands. He's still looking for his first points, I believe, if I remember correctly. He finished at Malaysia, but he finished 11th.
Oh, Madman's in front of Mayhem.
Oh, Madman's got by, has he? Yeah,
Mayhem's had a couple of scruffy laps, because Mayhem's now 12 seconds behind. Newcart's still 16, so... Will Madman now catch KO?
Yeah, KO's almost falling back into those clutches despite as well, which is...
Looking fairly comfortable.
So yeah, so those 4 cars all just about in the same shot at the end of the SS section.
There's only 7 seconds covering 2, 3, 4, 5, I think.
Yeah,
so...
about that. And then there's a 9.6 second lead.
Yeah. It's not quite half a second a lap, but it's close.
If he can get another, say they split the race 50-50 with tyre wear, with pit stops, Prenter might potentially get enough to be out, rejoining the lead.
Yeah, well, what's half distance? 28 laps? So there's another 13 laps still, and what we've got to remember is Inters were supposed to last 28 laps at Japan. I know wets have got a better shelf life, but
yeah,
really, 28 laps competitively?
Well, we'll see. We'll see how Dave 1025 has got back past Whiteside now.
How's the battle with David Ward and TLK going?
TLK's disappeared
pulled away, yeah.
He's pulled away. David Ward is now more concerned about White behind him. Oh, as TLK goes deep into the left-hander. And so does David Ward, and White's alongside him. White goes round the outside.
Oh, it could be.
That's gonna be tight. But
No,
he makes
got
it
wait,
stick.
wait a minute.
David
No.
Ward back up the inside though. Cuts the corner.
Cuts the corner, but
White will regain that though. He's got the better track.
I reckon, no, I reckon David Ward might have had an invalidated or illegal overtake.
Or he just played it sensibly.
It's quite funny the fact that if you look at the background in that previous shot coming out of turn 8, these guys are coming out of turn 18. J19. Oh, David Ward pits.
David Ward pits.
Oh, hello.
Oh, nearly
that
hits
looked
the
close.
wall. And I think he might have. Oh, he's taken out the speed limiter board,
which one of the F1 guys did predict was going to happen. Oh, he's retired.
Oh, he's retired. He's retired.
So he's had enough.
Did he?
And it
we got a
looks
10-second penalty there for someone.
I wonder if it was an illegal overtake. Maybe. Can I do that?
Matey Boy had 10 seconds. That might have been why he retired. David Ward had racked up 6 seconds of penalties in 1 lap.
Ah, interesting.
6 warnings in 1 lap.
We have a battle brewing for second. Madman has been chipping that back to KO. I reckon Madman was a little bit sour after Japan. He qualified pole and looked really, really quick, and then made a couple of mistakes which then caused him to drop back in the race. You could argue though at this pace of Prenter, the big Prenter, I don't think he'll be doing anything with him, even though he's just taken a 10th out of him this lap. So
another
new
caution
cuts.
in the Indy 500. Not sure what for.
So we're going down further down the field. J19 is now 6th, 33 seconds behind the leader. Soups is coming around the front. It seems. Oh, hello. Has Soups gone in front of JB now?
Yes, he has. Soups has made a position there. It was JB Troll who was only 6 or so seconds behind J19, so he's made a mistake. Or had a couple of really bad laps.
White's going to try and catch up TLK now as well.
Oh yeah, obviously White benefited from David Ward retiring. Prenton now 11th, so on the cusp of the points.
And Mike Whiteside is only a few corners away from being lapped.
Well, he is indeed. It'll still take a good few laps to catch him. But yeah, he's not exactly far up the road. Minute 42, so we're talking, what, another 16 seconds? It's about 1 minute 58 laps they're doing, isn't it? So,
I'll tell you what, keep an eye on the gap between 2nd and 5th. I think these 4 cars are starting to slowly telescope back together again.
17.5, 10.1, so 7.4 seconds between
Keep an eye on
4 of them. Nope.
I'll not disconnect my mic during mid-sentence.
Yeah, as we say, it sounds like you just lost sound.
No, I accidentally pulled the mic out of me, the controller. Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on that gap in the next few laps. How's the battle coming along? KO seems to be just holding Madman at arm's length.
White does appear to be closing in TLK now. White is definitely closer. So that, along with the battle for 2, 3 and 4, 5 potentially if you count all 4 of them, really the only 2 battles we've really got going at the moment.
Is what?
The battle between, I'll say the cars 2nd to 5th.
Yeah, the impending battle.
Yeah, and the cars 9th and 10th are really the only 2 main battles we've really got going on at the moment. The rest are all quite strung out.
we've had quite a few retirements as we now start lap 18. The leaders have about
We've now got 14 cars, so we've only had two retire. We've only had
David Ward and Matey Boy, that was it.
They're the only two that have retired so far, but obviously we have 4 absentees from this race today. Callum Rose, Charlie, Putterland and Soulman, all not able to make it. Although Dave 1025 appears to be falling back into the clutches of Whiteside, you know.
Again, yeah.
He's obviously not happy in these conditions.
I'll tell you what, Mayhem seems to be dropping back from Madman to...
Yeah. It's now 8.5 between those 4 cars, so the gap is actually extending.
Going up,
But Madman is able to stick with KO.
Which is interesting.
And if you get the certain shot as well, coming out the last corner with KO or Madman, you can still see Big Prenza going into turn 1. He's only got...
It's only it's a 10-second gap, so it's still quite a big gap.
It's still big, but it's not as big as we thought it may have got out to.
It was 10.5 seconds, so it's nearly half a second a lap.
He was 9 though, about 4 laps ago. 4, 5, 6... Oh, it's now 11.1, okay, so... That is still going up.
Hold your horses, let the gap update. Right, so now we've had another 10 laps. Who's got... I know it's early, but who's got what? Has Panda got a penalty yet? No, he's only got 1 warning, so he's not pushing.
JB Troll has made another error. He's now fallen behind TLK and White. So JB Troll now down in 10th. Really struggling at this moment in time.
Okay, so everyone seems to be getting penalties apart from Big Prenta. Oh, KO's gone deep. KO's gone deep into the hairpin.
Looks like the rear on Madman's car is wanting to step out on him pretty much at every given occasion when he has to hit the brakes at a heavy braking point.
Just a penalty update for you. Out of the top 5, Prenta's got the least penalties at 0. KO has got 1. Madman has got 2. Mayhem's got 2, and Newcar's got 3.
Okay, that's already adding up then. 3 already, we're not even...
half distance yet.
We're just over a third way.
Yeah.
And just an update on the Indy 500, it is still Max Chilton leading, and he's now on par with Strategy as a result of the caution they just had.
And where's Alonso now?
Hold the grind. He looks like he's about 8th or 9th at the moment.
And that means we must be around about, what, lap 170 something?
We've got 27 to go.
177 then, okay. No, 173, sorry.
Yeah, Alonso's P9, just behind Tony Kanaan.
There's going to be one more caution period, I know that, and I think that if it's green, they'll have one more pit stop to make still. I think.
So we've actually got 2 former... Oh, Alonso's made a move. We've actually got 2 former F1 drivers in the top 4 with Chilton leading and Sakuma Sato in P4.
Yeah, it could be interesting to see what happens there.
Madman's right on the back of KO.
KO now, yeah. KO made a mistake coming into this corner. He's made another one. No.
He had a look.
I thought KO went a little deep, but got away with it just about. Oh, there's a spinner. There's a Toro Rosso spinner.
JB Troll was spun. Hopefully he won't get in people's way. As new car approaches him, JB Troll is staying off the track. So fair play to that.
Oh, Madman's
really...
Sorry, go on.
No, go on.
Madman's right up behind KO, lining him up now.
I wonder if KO might be thinking about stopping soon. He's all of a sudden appeared to have lost pace.
Oh, it's very slow coming through the final corner, really. What's the gap now? 12.2. Madman fastest lap. 58.4.
Madman's, oh, we've got Whiteside in the pits. Whiteside is boxed.
Oh,
So
we have a move. We have a move. Madman having a look. He's having a look up the inside.
Oh,
there's going to be contact.
No, they've given each other room.
Just about. Oh,
KO holds on.
No, just about.
Yeah, KO holds on. All of a sudden, Madman's looking very good through the S's. All of a sudden.
So if he can continue on that pace, will he? Obviously, he will catch Big Prenter, but
yeah, I think you'll see him reel him in if he can get past KO. But the problem is, KO
it's quite quick.
Have the better traction or just quicker down the straight.
Right, now we're going down the straight again.
I don't know what these two use relative to each other in terms of assists.
Oh, hello. Got good. Oh no, he hasn't. No, the mirror's deceptive. But Madman's coming. He's coming. He's closing. But the break point's coming up.
He's having a look.
No, he's backed out of it.
He doesn't think of it. He'll be starting to get quite frustrated now, because he knows he's got. Oh, he's got good traction out there.
No. It won't work there. It could work here though if he's clever. No, too far back.
Not close enough to make that work. If he'd done that,
oh, that was a good line, though. That was a good line through that.
That was.
Oh, KO's really struggling through this.
Yeah, look how slow. The revs have dropped in fifth gear around there.
Oh, our Big Prenter's now responded to 58.3.
58.3, so they're still in the 58.
Oh, Madman, good exit.
Good exit again.
He's keeping much closer this time, much closer, but he's going around the outside this time.
KO's made a slight move to the left. Oh, that's very close.
Oh, he's gone tight. That means Madman will have a good exit, but he's on the wrong side again. Oh, bang.
Oh, contact. That was contact.
Let's go bang again. No, but got through.
KO was really squeezing the door there, but left literally Madman exactly one car quick. Madman's through, and now will we see at the moment a gap 13.6.
We'll keep an eye on that over the next couple of laps.
Keep an eye on that. It might still go up this sector because obviously he's just made a move on KO.
What's the? Hang on, I just want to see lap times here between New Kart and Mayhem. They seem to be getting closer together. 58.8. 59.5 for Mayhem.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, KO was battling a little bit. He did a 59.3. So, New Kart's slowly catching up. It's eventually all come down to penalties, though, and I don't think Big Prenter has one yet. But he hasn't been in a position of having to need to take risks. Though, has he? So.
No, he's just. Oh, Madman's now made a mistake, and KO is right on the back of him again.
So this is the thing, see, maybe KO was struggling because he had no one to really follow.
Oh, Alonso's broken down.
Oh, typical Honda unit.
Yeah, looks like Alonso may have broken down. So I've just had a message from my teammate saying, oh, the irony. So I'm guessing it's a breakdown. Which is a shame for him. He was looking good, he was still up there. But
that's quite rare though for a IndyCar engine to break, but obviously it happens, I suppose, especially to Alonso. It's Honda luck. Anyway, oh hello, who's that in front? Oh no,
that's the back marker.
I was gonna say. Yeah, the gap's still going up between Madman and Prent. It's Dave 1025.
Dave 1025. Yeah. I believe Jace Doris is in between Big Prenter and second now as well. And Jace Doris is in the middle of that.
You would be right, yes. So it took 21 laps, let's say, to lap for the leaders to lap the back markers.
The gap's up to 14 seconds now as well to Madman, so he's falling back still. So it's all.
Oh, Dave 1025 went slightly deep.
It's all toing and throwing.
Yeah. So the closest battle's still probably Mad. Oh no, Madman's caught 2 temps in the middle sector. He's back to 13 again.
Just had a message from Charlie said, I'm glad I had to look after the kids looking at the weather on me. Charlie was obviously a bit relieved not having to race this.
Yeah, I don't know, where is Charlie anyway?
He's looking after his kids.
Whoa, Dave 1025 is in the way of Madman. Madman's gone deep. The penultimate corner.
Dave 1025 boxing. Gets out of the way.
But that's cost Madman time.
Yeah. KO's now got the run out the last.
It was 13.8, it's now 14.5. But now KO's got good straight line speed. So KO's going to have a go. Do more wheel banging. There's going to be more wheel banging.
No, Madman's gone what deep.
But to try and get the run up the corner. That's going to be contact. No, got away with it.
He just got away with it, but KO retakes second place, and Madman will be a bit furious with Dave 1025.
Oh, hello. No, KO's gone wide. Side by side still.
Yeah, that was a wheel bang. KO's hand came up saying, what are you doing?
Annoyingly, I missed it because I was on broadcast. But this is just letting...
Big Prenter get away
just run.
Even more.
It's 15.5 now.
He's pulled 2 seconds nearly in the last couple of laps as a result. Oh, KO deep again. Now Madman's got the run going down the back straight.
But oh hello, yep, gaining. He's gaining. He's going to have to go outside.
Who's braver on the brakes?
It's going to be KO, I think. I think Madman might. Oh no, Madman's going to crash. There's going to be contact there. Surely, no. Madman's gone deeper.
Just. And this is allowing what Mayhem to regain on them. Mayhem is not too far behind now. And
Big Prenter, I am going to assume, has now got a pit stop lead. 16 seconds.
It's now showing 16 seconds, and yeah, I think it'll be even bigger by the time they've done this lap.
Let's have another look at these lap times, because we was discussing whether or not Newcart was catching Mayhem up. His last lap was a 58.9. Mayhem's last lap was a 58.9. It's not really helpful. What was the previous one?
KO's last lap was 59.1.
Or 58.8 or 59.5.
Oh, Madman's back up the inside again. Oh, that's a dip back into the slipstream. Going down the pit straight. Oh, there's debris. There's debris on the pit straight there.
Oh, Big Prenter fastest lap 58.1 as Madman goes up the inside.
Madman makes it stick this time. Shuts the door on the outside to stop KO trying to out-drag him. KO's still looking. He's still sticking his nose there where Madman.
I think KO might have slightly got a better, responsive drive, whereas Madman might be better through mid corner. I think
you might be right.
Oh, that was a good exit. That was a good exit from KO.
We're not seeing any of the top 10 boxes. KO got.
That was close.
Needs to get a good run here, and he should.
Oh, good traction. Very good traction. And KO's in the slipstream. This should be easy.
Yeah, this should be straightforward.
He's now through, but oh, Madman brave on the brakes.
Did he get it stopped? He does get it stopped.
Both of them did, but look in the background, that pesky Merc with the gold helmet is coming.
The new car not too far behind that either.
No, and I would like to point out, as you said, we're lap 25 now, no one's pitted yet.
Yeah.
So it will be probably a one-stopper again.
It will be one-stopper. We're only 3 laps away from being half distance now.
But this is what we've got to remember. Prenter does another new fastest lap of 58.1.
I think Prenter, yeah, I think he's realised the gap is going up a lot. And he's just now putting in the fastest laps in as well, just to just to get that gap increased even quicker.
KO's now pulled the gap now to Madman now.
It's now 17.5 seconds, the gap to KO and Big Printer.
So hang on, it was 17.5 you say. New Kart's 7.4 away from second again.
Yeah, they've closed up. Now can KO pull away, or will Madman just read him back in?
I personally think Madman's quicker than KO at this point.
Oh,
but
so
it's just the
Mayhem
fact
makes
that
another mistake at the S's. Just seen there in the background. Let's have a quick look at penalties again while we're at it.
but there's loads. There's Big Prenter. The one you've got to watch is Big Prenter. Has Big Prenter got one yet?
Big Prenter's now got one. He got one on the last lap.
Oh, okay.
On lap 24, sorry, he got his penalty. KO has won. KO's only got one still.
Oh, okay.
Madman 1, 2, 2. Mayhem 1, 2, 3. And New Kart 1, 2, 3, 4.
At least they're being consistent. 2's got 1, 3's got 2, 4's got 3, and 5's got 4.
4.
So Madman's starting to sort of match KO again, trying to regain his composure.
That rear of his car really wants to step out on him in these twisty section in sector 3.
I guess it now depends on what can the teams now. Obviously, they can't really change anything in the pit stops, but will they add a bit more aero or take some aero off?
Control again off the tractors ahead of them.
I wonder if that was
coming into play.
I wonder if that was his car who went off. I wonder if that was the debris on the start line. It looks like a Toro Rosso.
Looks like it is a Toro Rosso. Yeah, he's missing the left-hand side of his wing. And the rear's just wanting to step out on him all the time. He's got no grip. There's JB Troll. So he's got to be careful because...
Oh, he's going straight on. That's clever. Very clever.
Moved out of the way.
Oh, KO's gone deep.
There's 4 of them there, though. He's rejoined in front of Madman, though, has JB
he's
Troll.
let go.
Oh, he's out of the way. Yeah, there we go. And there's Mayhem, and you should see New Kart come as well, just a few corners time.
Yeah, there's New Kart. New Kart's passing him now as well.
Yeah,
so now we're on lap 27.
He...
If we remember back to the F1 race as well, the guys who pitted after the guys who did the first round of stops, or pitted before them, they had obviously had better tyre wear at the end, but they was able to keep the tyres going, so it all really depends on who can get worn tyres to work.
Yeah.
And now, remember, we have lighter fuel loads, and when they finally do pit, we'll have...
There'll be less wear for the second stint.
Well, sort of, but remember they did have a VSC at the beginning of the race.
Yeah, true, they did, didn't they?
And then new car, the car was, I was going to say cart. The cars might perform differently on the lighter fuel loads with the new tyres.
Yeah, Madman now dropped 3 seconds behind KO.
Where's Mayhem then?
He's actually got Mayhem 2 seconds behind.
Mayhem's pitting.
Madman's in.
Aha, here we go.
Madman has made the first move. Oh, very cautious though to the line because obviously the ball's been taken out, so he can't see.
The battle between White and TLK going. We have a Renault of Prenter with TLK and White.
Right,
fighting for 8, 9, 10.
They got rid of one Renault of David Ward, and now the other one's come to play.
So Prenter has caught up.
Put it this way, Madman has managed to rejoin in P5.
Yeah, in front of J19.
How much of a gap to J19 they had.
So this is obviously the closest battle on the track. 8, 9, 10.
Yeah,
but has Prenter caught up to them, or has Prenter dropped back?
No, he's caught up. He was behind these lot by good 10 or so seconds when these two were playing with David Ward. So Prenta has closed up quite a lot. I'm guessing TLK and White have been at it on the track pretty much ever since.
Or have they
They've
pitted?
just allowed... I doubt it. I think they will have been a lot further behind than they are now.
Well, they were very close to being lapped, aren't they? I mean, Prenta's 1 minute 40 behind. 41.
Madman...
Or nearly 1 minute 42.
Madman's the only one in the top 10. Oh no, Soups is in now. Soups is just boxed. So Madman and Soups are the only two out of the top 10 who have pitted yet. sh-racing54's has made one stop. David 1025 made two.
Oh, Madman's going to jump them. Madman's going to jump them all in the pits. He's got so much more pace on these new tyres. He's taken 4 attempts out of the leader in the middle sector.
My headset falls out my ear.
We all about to do headset issues. Right, is anyone going to come in the pits to that? No, new car stays out. Mayhem stayed out.
KO's in.
KO went in though. So where will he come out in relation
to Madman? Oh, he's got time penalty. He had a stop-go to KO.
So yes, this will be easy. This is going to be easy for Madman then as he crosses the line.
Oh no, KO's coming up now. There's KO up ahead.
Oh, okay.
So he either maybe he had a really slow first sector. Maybe he made a mistake sector 1 coming out the pits.
Maybe.
Potentially, and he's actually lost time. Or he's closer.
It's about the same.
Not about the same. Actually,
Big Prentice stopped as well. Because he's only 5
seconds behind.
Yeah, must have done.
5 seconds behind, yeah. There's Big Prentice just ahead of him. Yeah, Big Prentice has literally done a 50-50 split. Lap 28. JB Troll.
JB Troll's gone.
I'll tell you what, Mayhem and Newcart will be open for a safety car now. Because that will allow them to jump KO and Madman, that should.
Well, I wonder if they're trying to go a little bit deeper and so they'll have better tyres at the end.
No, TLK is now the next one in the box.
Probably so. Newcart just lost 8 tenths to Big Prenta in the middle sector alone.
Yeah, those new tyres will obviously provide so much grip. The tread will just feel so good.
How's the battle going between White and... Oh, hello. It's all changed up here. TLK's boxed. So now Prenta's now 8th. White's 9th.
Mayhem's in.
What about Newcart? Has Newcart followed him?
He's followed in. He's followed in.
Okay.
Oh, Newcart's sped in the pit lane. That's a speed, surely. That was way too quick. Let's just check the race director.
I'm checking.
Drive through for JB Troll, drive through to Newcart. Yep,
how did you get down that blooming quick?
So yeah, so Newcart unfortunately now has a drive-through penalty to
carry out. Madman 57.7 on the new tyres.
Where did Madman come out? So he came out in 3rd, but KO's
gone.
KO's pulling away. KO's gone. Ish. He's pulled about a second.
KO's now catching up. Oh no, he's not. It was 18.7. Now it's 18.9, but it was 19 at the last sector 2 checkpoint. And this is what I'm thinking, whether or not now Prenta might have had confidence from the word go in the rain, but now we've got these guys now on new tyres. It's now a fresh start now, effectively. Maybe we don't know if they've changed anything in their pit stops.
Yeah, maybe added a bit wing, obviously reducing the
understeer.
That's the one I'm after. The diff. Reducing the diff as well to try and help control
traction,
how the car behaves in the rain.
Yeah, he's now caught up another 2 tenths to Prenta in the middle sector. So now obviously maybe
unfortunately for him, he's got 18.7 to gain.
There is a gap. I admit there is a gap. I'll tell you what though, Mayhem's not too far behind. Big Prenter's now responded to a 57.5. So what will now KO's lap be? First flying lap out the pits. Pretty much this is. As he goes around the final corner now. A little deep in the final corner, but does a 2 tenths slower. He's now gone to 58 and 18.9 again. What about Mayhem? Well, Mayhem's crossed the line as well, but didn't go any faster. What's annoying is New Car is now quite close behind Mayhem. But obviously he's got this drive through, so it won't matter, but he'll still be 5th, but miles behind. But J19 hasn't stopped yet.
No, he hasn't. He's still going. Just an update in the 500. There's 11 to go. They've just gone green, and the top 2 is Chilton and Sato, with a rookie called Jones in P3.
Davy Jones?
And Castro Neves in 4th.
I would like to see Castro Neves win again, but I would like to see Max Chilton win, I suppose.
I'd like to see an old F1 driver win it, personally. So Chilton, Sato, maybe even a sudden comeback from Montoya or something who's still going.
He's been nowhere though all race, I've noticed.
Yeah, he's 11th still. But I have noticed about half the field are now left. That's how many cars have crashed out or retired.
Oh, KO's wide.
Oh, KO's gone wide. So it was 19.2, so he's lost more time before that.
My god, that's been drifting. Right, so New Car, I believe, has to pit this lap for his drive-through.
It's 3. You can't pass the start line 3 times.
57.2 for Big Prenter.
So I think New Car has to go and box this time round.
Yes, I believe so as well.
But he will drop behind, or would he? No, he'll drop very close to J19 as a result.
And New Car is going in now.
He goes. So J19 will get it slowed down.
I think the problem was that the marker board's gone, so he doesn't know where it was. But what doesn't make sense is though that he's got a yard or a meter countdown in front of him saying when to slow down. So maybe he just outbraked himself.
Will come out in front of him. So
J19 is yet to stop though.
Can you get all the way to the end?
No. no.
I mean, in theory, being on the wets, you haven't, in theory, got to stop. Because there's no mandatory tyre. In theory, you could go to the end.
Prenter is about to be lapped by his son, but is in a tight little battle with TLK again.
Still? As I get the helicopter view over this section of the track.
But White has dropped away. Quite a lot, actually.
White's actually dropped off a lot. Yeah, he's nowhere to be seen. Prenter looks like he's got a better line than TLK through the long right-hander.
Right, okay, so now going through the final.
Ooh! Prenter's... Whoa! I think TLK might have been early on the brakes there, actually. I think that might have been TLK early on the brakes.
Right, now who's got the best straight line speed out of the Renault and this Sauber? As Big Prenter again does a new fastest lap. 57.1. I think TLK's got a lot better top end. But I reckon Prenter's very quick in the corners.
Yeah. If Prenter's clever enough, he might be able to follow his son.
Oh, KO, 56.9!
KO's now done the fastest lap of the race.
Ah, what's the gap? We've got to go back now, hang on, I've got to find the gap.
20 seconds though.
19.6.
Yeah. So Prenter moves out of the way, lets his son through. Now would he be clever enough and follow him? Follow him through TLK and maybe
TLK's made a mistake.
TLK's let him through and
Prenter's going to let Prenter through.
Oh, Prenter might get a legal overtake on that though, he was off the track. Yeah, still side by side, TLK's back up the inside. But TLK will now have the straight line speed to pull away.
Yeah, look at that.
There you go.
Bye.
He's already a bit back in the slipstream.
Bye.
Oh. Will he be brave on the brakes? No, he's nowhere near.
He's a little bit. He's
By the
catching
end of
on the
the straight.
brakes, but not close. Nowhere
He's
near
catching
close
on the
enough.
brakes, but he loses way too much time down the straight. For the go in the IndyCar.
Actually, that's a good point. Actually, I've just realised, talking about your IndyCar, your I believe Chilton's a Ganassi, isn't he? He's the only Ganassi guy up there.
I think he's the only one. To be honest, I think he might be the only one left. There's been a lot of cars that have dropped out.
Oh, Prenter's right behind TLK again.
Prenter is right behind them again. But he might be the only one left, let alone the top runner. But at the moment, it is between Takuma Sato and Castro Neves for the lead with 4 to go.
Oh, is it? Okay. I thought you said Chilton's in front.
No, Chilton has dropped back to P5 by the looks of it.
Oh, Prenter wide. What's the gap now? Oh, J1025 is still going. Oh, it's just let Newcart through to be lapped.
J19 has now stopped as well, by the way.
Whoa, what was that from J1025? What was that all for?
What happened? I missed that.
Deliberately cut the final corner and sideswiped Newcart. Didn't spin Newcart.
He's just retired. He's just retired. It's good you call that because I missed that.
He didn't take out I missed the last. I missed the beginning bit when Newcart passed day 1025, but day 1025 is a lap down.
Yeah, Newcart's car does seem alright, but
yeah, it was side pod. It hit.
Yeah. Obviously, with his penalty he had to serve as well, he's now nearly 20, about 18 seconds behind Mayhem.
But is back in front of J19 again because J19 did
J19
hit.
is boxed.
KO's now 20.1 behind the leader, so now he's.
I was about to say, yeah, he's. Big Prenter is it looks like I would say probably just managing that gap.
Yeah, I think it seems like Mayhem isn't catching Madman either, but Madman might be trying to catch KO up again. Big Prenter 56.6.
Prenter
and TLK
again coming onto the pit straight.
This seems to be the closest. This is the closest battle on the track, easily.
Yep. Oh, final corner on the Indy 500. It's a bit dragged to the line, you know. It's going to be Takuma Sato. Ooh. That wins the Indy 500.
That's nice. That's good.
With Castroneves second, Jones third, Chilton fourth, Kanan fifth.
That's quite good actually. And another Andretti car that wins, and a Japanese driver in a Japanese engined car wins the Indy 500. All good marketing. Anyway, now that's done and dusted. Now we can look. Now we can fully concentrate on this now. Big Prenter, or normal Prenter. Whoa! I think might have hit the back of TLK there. I think TLK might be slightly early. It seems like, or just Prenter might be just that good on the brakes. But there is a Williams in the background looming of Jay Sturris.
So there is.
And there's another battle.
So there is.
I know. Sorry, I thought there might have been a battle further backwards with a Sauber and a Haas, but that's being lapped. They're being lapped by White. Sorry, laps being lapped by them.
There's all sorts of strung out now. The nearest one may have. I've done it now. Madman is now 3 seconds behind KO. I think that gap has come down a little bit. But Madman has now got.
Prenter, another new fastest lap of 56.4.
Big Prenter's now flying.
Well, will there be a discussion after the race? The fact that there could have been no Parc Ferme on?
Well, it's obviously all set on obviously in the lobby. And if that is the case, obviously that will be investigated. You're not meant to change the setup. Even if the game allows you to, you're not allowed to do so. Parc Ferme should have been in effect, because obviously it was set to do so, and they would have obviously done a lap in qualifying, which meant that the setup they used would have been used for the race. Maybe it could just be Prenter's just got a nice feel for this track in these conditions.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, he's always been quick ever since he's joined the league.
Yep.
I think the only blip he really had was Japan, where he was down at the back end until he got involved with that collision with KO
yeah.
and Solman.
Well, I don't know. I think that might have been a pit stop under safety car though, which brought him behind though, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was down the field as a result of that, but yeah, he wasn't exactly blistering pace though. He didn't seem to really have the advantage.
Craig nearly loses the rear end going into the back of TLK, nearly. But we've got 21 laps to go now.
Well, that's
with these two, so it's probably more like 20.
Yeah, it's 20. It's about to be 19. Yeah, Big Prince about to start lap 37. So 20, yeah, 20, 19 to go.
Oh, this could be a complete and utter whitewash from Big Prenter. Pole, fastest lap. Led every lap so far.
Yeah, he has.
Big Prenter again. Oh, sorry, normal Prenter. Prenter lining up. TLK.
Again, just can't get. He's got so much more aero on than TLK. He's just not able to get close enough in the braking zone to make.
Well, this is what I'm thinking. Has Prenter changed his setup? No, seeing the rain, it's just whack loads of aero on. All speculation, but I'm just thinking he wouldn't be that slow in the dry.
Yeah, but you never know. TLK might have gone for an ultra aggressive, low downforce setup.
Which he did do at Japan.
So it seems to be a preference for him to have very low aero on and just have the straights to defend.
Oh, hello.
Hello,
but very good traction. Yeah, but TLK's just going to go forwards though.
Yeah, but he's closer this time though. He might be able to get close enough on the brakes.
No, not that far back.
No, he can't. And they've got
KO and Madman
coming. And as you say, Jace Therese appears to be getting closer and closer as every lap goes by. Although he's just have to let the two
but these guys will have to do it though. But I reckon I reckon them two may be lapped in the S's.
No, it'll be a bit further than that, I think. I don't think they'll lose that much time. I think they'll lose that much time. There might be more.
You say
straight.
that. Depends on what the field. I'm just thinking of the field spec because there's KO there. These two are going around the final corner. KO's going to go around the final corner now.
Well, you might be right. You might be right.
It depends on how slow that Sauber is.
But as it, yeah, I don't think they'll get caught through here. They don't seem close enough.
Maybe at the end of it.
They're not close enough. Maybe the end of it, if they make mistakes or somehow end up side by side through here. But I think it might be the back towards the back straight. Maybe the left-hander just before the back straight. TLK is slow through there. He hasn't got the traction through there to get through it comfortably.
A Madman's starting to catch.
Yeah, Madman is on the back of KO nearly now.
Oh, Madman goes a
He
little
goes
deep.
wide.
Saying that, KO might catch them in the final sector. They've gone past on the straight.
Yeah. Oh, they're both deep, but TLK and Penta. Well, the other speculation we could say, because we noticed this at the end of Japan, maybe a bit of engine wear on Penta. We noticed this at Japan, he ended up with a smoky engine at the end.
Yes, possibly,
So it
possibly,
could
possibly.
potentially be engine wear as well that's causing him to be slower down the straights.
Now go through the turn 18 complex.
Yeah. KO won't get by until... Oh, now.
Oh, there you go. Prentice.
Oh, no.
Where's Prentice? Oh,
he
no.
decided not to.
Now he's doing it. Both of them are letting them through at the same time. No.
TLK is... Or is he just...
This will help big. This will help Prenta. This will help Prenta.
Prenta's got the run. Prenta's got the run.
But this is going to hurt Madman.
Oh, this is going to get tight.
No, gets away with it. Both of them go, oh, TLK's lifted too much. But luckily...
He gets away with it. It's not really a place you can get past. So now Prenta is now...
He's got to wait for Mayhem now to try it again.
There's Jace Doris. Look at Jace Doris.
Yeah, Jace Doris is catching up as well.
A couple of seconds behind, and Mayhem is now... Mayhem's not that far behind her now, so Mayhem will be...
joining the party.
Soon.
But now we have another battle coming up for second place again.
Yeah, we have. Both Salvers are in individual battles. As we go on board with Madman. Or focus on Madman, should I say. But
it seems like KO's just got enough top speed there to keep Madman off, but it seems like Madman's better on the brakes.
Look at how much TLK closes on the pair of them down that straight.
Oh, hello, Madman. Good exit out the corner.
KO with white going into that corner.
But he's on the outside, but he'll have the inside for the next one. Gets away with it.
And again, Prenta on the back of TLK.
Oh, yeah, I can see that in the background. Prenta, yep, no.
Madman looking to line up KO, coming into the last couple of turns. Yeah,
oh, good exit from Madman, good exit from Madman, here we go.
Yeah,
Madman's up the inside.
Oh, KO's moving across still.
But who's braver on the brakes? It's Madman, but Madman's gone deep, that's deep, that's deep. Bye, take the car park route, back again.
So that's...
And look at, as we're going on board now with Jace Doris. He's now on the back of Prenta.
Yeah.
I think he might have made a setup change in that in the pit stops. Looking at how much he's catching up. Whoa! Prenta's at the back of
TLK.
Yep.
And he's spun it, and he's got to wait for Mayhem. Well, Prenta's still not moved. There we go. He moves now. Alright, so unfortunately for Prenta, is that White? That's White now right behind him.
Right, okay, so now we've got Jace Doris and TLK. So who will have the better top speed out of these two now?
I'm probably still hedging a guess at TLK.
But has Jace Doris got a better top speed than Big Prenta? Not Big Prenta, sorry, Prenta.
Well, we didn't know, because Prenta's now so far behind, we can't really compare. So we won't really know until he gets alongside him.
Lucar's still fifth.
These two.
Lucar is actually, over these period of laps, actually caught that catching up Mayhem, but obviously he's way too far back. So he's now, I think he's caught up 16 seconds, not 16 seconds, he's caught up 3 seconds since his pit stop, or since his drive-through, sorry.
Well, that will be crucial in this battle with Jace Doris and TLK. TLK's got 2 penalties. Jace Doris has got 7. penalties.
Wow. How much has Prenta got?
Princessia, I'm assuming you reckon.
Yeah.
Princessia has got 2 warnings. That's
Ooh.
it. He's not even got a penalty yet.
So he catches up to 4 seconds to TLK. It's a bit of an arse, but looking how slow TLK is.
Big Prince's now up to 2 penalties. Big Prince.
Yep.
2. KO is on 1, 2 still. Oh no, 1, 2. I'm sure he's on 2. No, 2. He's on 2. Madman, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay,
Mayhem,
still run.
1. The Mayhem, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 as well. New cart 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The new cart.
So that's 24 seconds.
That's 24 seconds, and he's also had a drive-through to do as well. I'm just going to go through the entire field. J19,
Actually, that's J19 because that's important because J19's got none.
Yeah.
He will jump new car.
J19's got 3.
Oh, yeah, she's still okay with that.
Soups has got 1, 2, 3. You know about TLK and J Series and
Oh,
Prenta.
Mayhem's now in between J Series and TLK.
White is on. Oh god, it's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as well. Somehow, White's managed to get 4 warnings in 1 lap. On lap 31.
I will admit, TLK's been very, very sensible and very clever with his.
Can I point out as well? Whiteside has not got 1 warning yet. He might be struggling at the back, but he's not received a single warning yet.
We know what he's going to say then at the end of the race, then, don't we? The problem is though, is he 2 or 3 laps down now?
So
J Series is right up behind TLK again.
Whiteside's 2 laps down. Whiteside's on lap 40. Big Printer's on 40.
And where are they in relation to each other on the track?
Whiteside has just finished in sector 1 now. Big Printer's in sector 3.
So it could be another lap down before the end. Oh, TLK's gone deep. TLK's gone deep. J Series is up the inside. TLK will obviously have better traction, but he was on the curb and loses traction again.
Yeah. And then.
Oh, but it's close. No, it's close. It's closer than Prenta.
It's a lot closer than Prenta, but TLK still has the
straight line. Oh, that's deep. That's deep. What a move!
Did it stop? What a move, J Series there. At the moment, that is move of the day.
It's one of the few moves we've had, but
it's one of the few we've had, but it's move of the day. Don't take it away from him.
But
Prenta in the background.
Where's Prenta? Because Prenta is catching up them again.
Yeah, Prenta is
and he has got less penalties than them, so that's not necessarily over yet. They've still got 15 laps left, but I think it's actually more like 14 laps to go. Newcart's still only 50 behind the leader. Has he finally found a rhythm now?
Either that or Big Prenta is
slowed.
Eased it off.
Well, no, Mayhem's still dropping back.
Oh, Madman's back on the back of KO.
Yep.
Madman has now caught that up again. So Battle P2 is on.
But remember, I was on the track, yes, but KO's got less penalties. Madman's got 2 more penalties.
Yeah, so if Madman gets ahead, he needs to put away 6 seconds. As it stands. As it stands. Madman's losing out on the straights. He's really short shifting, is Madman. really short shifting.
Well, I don't know if that's him short shifting or if that's the game short. Like,
Oh,
looking
it might be.
like
Yeah, it
is.
might be auto gears. Might be the auto gears. Yes, you're right. Because they can manually override it, can't they? As well.
Yeah.
It's a short shift. This battle is well and truly on now.
Well, it's on. It's been on off all race.
TLK still sticking with the back of Jace Reese.
But where's Prenter though? That's what I want to know.
Prenter's lost out. Prenter's lost time. He's now got White right on the back of him again.
Oh yeah,
I think Prenter has let Newcart through this lap and he's lost out massively.
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
So that's
Oh,
not
Madman
so
looking
much.
at KO. This is now, I think, the closest battle on the track, isn't it? KO and
Yeah,
Madman.
this is. Well, you've still got the TLK
J
J3s.
Streets, yeah.
That's still technically on, and TLK's got a lot less penalties as well.
A lot of different
Madman,
lines
yeah,
going on over here.
Yeah. Yeah, Madman needs to get this done soon. He's running out of laps to pull a gap. He either needs KO to make a
The
mistake.
problem is though, will he is he able to pull a gap?
I don't think he is. I think these two are very closely matched.
Got it stopped.
Let's stop these. A lot of understeer though through there though.
Yeah.
He struggles to get that turn before he hits the curve.
I tell you what, I bet you Mayhem is counting down the laps. Once this race over done with.
Once this out of the way, he's got no threat.
From Newcart, no.
Newcart, who nearly loses it by lighting the rears up on the curve, on the little kink in sector 2.
I've hardly seen the leader, but he's been imperious. He's been so out in front and on his own completely.
That he's, oh, White is now in front of Prenter as well, so White has taken the last points position on the track. I can't quite remember in terms of, so I know Prenter didn't have a penalty at all.
White had 7.
White had 7, so yeah, so Prenter sticks with it and he'll regain that.
And he might even still get 9th for just Jace Therese as well. It depends on how much TLK battles with Jace Therese.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually going on with Big Prenter now. This is some TV time.
Yeah.
Because yeah, he has just been in a class of his own. As Madman and KO still look at dogging it out on the track. Yeah, Big Prenter has just been
gone. Greenland's gone.
From lap one, he was gone. He said, as you said, I think it was 2 seconds did you say on the first lap.
Yeah.
He pulled, and from that moment, no one's got near him. I think the nearest anyone's actually been near him is when Mayhem was 5 seconds behind after Prenter stopped. That's about it.
Yeah, that's the closest time. Yeah.
So this has been a dominant drive. I know we've still got 10 laps to go yet, 11 laps to go yet. Anything can happen, but
back marker could be caught up in the back marker.
This has been a very, very, very good drive, and this will be the type of form he looks to hope to have for the new game.
Yeah, because
2018.
Some of these GP2 top 5 will be staying on in GP2. They won't be going into F1 League.
We know KO wants to stay on.
GP2, I think Madman was staying in GP2 as well.
Madman will stay on as well, yeah. So there will be still some really good battles to enjoy in GP2, don't get me wrong. But with obviously Mayhem moving up, it opens the door, unless someone else comes along and just steals the show. But new game, new possibilities. We could have someone completely random Yeah,
pop up.
completely random because the game will feel so different. The game does feel so different from my
Inside knowledge.
from the beta. The game does just feel so different. You have to drive them so differently to get the most out of them.
KO's got a little D.
Madman's not really close enough to capitalise though.
He's just holding back, ready for a last sort of 5 laps. The problem is though that KO will still be in front of him after penalties.
Yeah. Maybe Madman's hoping that KO would have some penalties similar to him. Obviously he won't know exactly, unless he looks in the pit stop quickly, he won't know exactly how many penalties KO will have unless they're chatting away.
TLK is dropping back. Oh, Newcastle just got disqualified. Too many cuts, I reckon.
Too many penalties. Too many penalties. And that could be a safety car, you know.
No, I don't think so. Don't get me wrong, I would like that, but I don't think so.
There you go.
Okay, then I'll shut up there. Okay, I'll shut up then.
There you go. And Big Prince is just crossing the start line now, so he can't box.
So who... Right, okay, we need to look at second and third thing.
Madman box.
They haven't got round turn 18 yet, so...
Big Princer, I believe, will catch the safety car as well.
Let's have a look.
He does indeed. Safety car's at turn 2.
Yep, KO's thinking about it. KO's thinking about it. No, KO's gone round. So's Madman.
I wonder if
Mayhem
will.
might. Mayhem's got nothing to lose, remember?
He's got nothing to lose. He won't lose position. J19's coming down the back straight. Mayhem is.
Mayhem's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
He's going. He's going. He's going. He's going. Last minute decision. Last second decision that he goes for it. Now this
will put him back into it.
This could save his race because he will now have the grip because they get 3 sets of wets and
this is his final set.
So far.
Williams is in. Jace DeReese is in.
Jace DeReese is in. Oh, that's the problem though. Mayhem. All that back is in the way.
This helps.
This helps like the Printer and...
Yeah. Is that TLK? Yes,
TLK
it was. Yes, but TLK's gone wide. Is Mayhem allowed to do that? No, he's not. No, he has to do it. Right. TLK, go. TLK, go. You have to go past. Go.
I hope he didn't get a penalty waiting that long. Let's have a look.
I've got a text from Newcart because Simple says, worst race ever, literally had no grip, pathetic.
I'll tell you what, I might have some information on that. You know that incident you saw with Day 1025 hitting Newcart?
Yes.
Oh, J19's got a drive-through, by the way.
Speeding in the pit lane.
Yep, speeding in the pit lane. They tend to... Oh, speeding on the safety car, sorry. Not the pit lane,
okay.
Speeding on the safety car. Dave 1025, just before he retired, appeared to get 2 penalties, or 2 stop-go penalties for ignoring blue flags.
Yeah, but not letting Newcart through.
I wonder if he got frustrated that Newcart wasn't able to get by him as quickly as he hoped. Mayhem will hope that TLK will box, so TLK gets out of his way. As Madman's in, Madman's boxing.
But he's going to lose track position then, isn't he?
He's having to slow down because he's officially overtaking cars going the shorter route on the inside of the last turn.
Because he'll lose position to Mayhem because these guys don't have... Yes, he will, because these guys don't have a delta.
Yeah, but Mayhem's only coming through the second to last turn now.
Madman's on the move. He should be alright, so that.
In front of him. Yeah, TLK has done him a favour there. TLK is still... TLK, I think, is trying to get off the track, I think, almost to let him through. Not really doing many favours here. So yeah, so we're going to have about a 6 or 7 lap dash to the end. And Big Printer will not be happy now because he's got him and KO have not boxed yet.
Well,
Madman and Mayhem have.
KO's got Soups in between him and Prenter.
Soups will get out of the way quickly, I would have thought. That's the one kind of person you would want if you do have a car in front of you.
Is your
the type of
teammate?
person you would want in front of you as your teammate, because they will just get out of your way. So Big Prenter, KO haven't stopped. Madman, Mayhem has.
Soups has just gone off the track.
I think he just went deep.
I got another text from Nuka, obviously not happy, saying that is asking whether or not Dave25 is colourblind with the colour blue.
I won't make a comment there.
Anyway,
because
that's interesting. We've got the two
upset
Hasses
anyone.
together and we've got the two Saubers together.
Two Salvers together.
But Madman might be in the pound seat, but Big Prenter's got such a pace advantage. You can't really.
What's the penalty situation? Let's have a quick look at it again while we've got a chance. So Big Prenter, sorry. 1, 2, 3 penalties now. KO 1, still on 2. Madman 1, 2, 3, 4. He's still on his 4. Mayhem is on 1, 2, 3, 4. Still on his 4 as well.
So it's KO and Big Prenter on the best.
Yeah, Madman and Mayhem both got 4. KO's got 2. Big Prenter's got 3. So KO in theory only needs to be 3 seconds behind Prenter as it stands, but as you say, I think Big Prenter's just got the pace advantage to pull away. The ones will be to concern about might be Madman, because if he does have enough of an advantage to be competitive with the fresher tyres now, he's only got to be 3 seconds, I say only, he's got to be 3 seconds ahead, as it stands, of Big Prenter. It all depends how quickly they can get past Soups and TLK.
I don't. Well, no, it won't matter because Madman's in front of TLK.
Oh yeah, Madman is. Sorry, yeah, it's the wrong order. So it's just Soups that's in the way of them.
But you'd have to think though that Big Prenter's. But it all depends on what their safety car restart is, because in the test race, Big Prenter didn't have the best of safety car.
No, Big Prenter did not back away enough to have a decent start, because he was just being held on the limiter as a result of not backing away from the safety car enough. So he needs to probably learn from that, I hope. And when it does say safety car in this lap, to just let it go.
I think it's this lap. The safety car came.
I think it might be this lap.
White's retired.
I wonder if he hit the back of someone. Yeah, safety car's in this lap. Lights are out.
Well, it's still saying. Is it? Normally it says in this lap, but it's still saying safety car on my screen.
No, we don't get that information on broadcast.
I don't. Yeah, okay.
But the lights are out on the safety
Big
car.
Prenter is keeping with the safety car, so he's doing the same thing again.
Yeah. Oh, White actually crashed. White got terminal damage behind the safety car. He's actually crashed behind the safety car. But again, Prenter's not pulling,
we should, yeah.
He's not backing off, so.
Well, I don't know if that's a sensible situation or a sensible idea or not, because everyone's oh hello, Soups is right behind.
Yeah, they now close up, and they will be. It's still holding, now go.
Right, Soups will now brake Soups.
Soups will now get out of the.
Soups has got very good top speed.
He's not really.
Yeah, he's doing it. He's letting.
Is he letting Madman through? No, he's not. He's not let Madman through.
Yeah, he will. He will back out now. He'll back out now.
Yeah, back out now. He's got to be careful though, because I believe he's got TLK not far behind him.
Right, okay, so will KO now
So
catch
now-
Big KO's catching Big Prenta now. Now he has someone to follow.
Madman's the one to keep an eye on, so he's got the fresher tyres.
This is true.
Again, as you say, Madman has got someone to follow now as well to try and get on the back of KO and Big Prenta.
Or Mayhem's
And he's
just
now got
lapped
the fresher
Soups as
tyres.
well.
Yeah, so Mayhem has now got 5, so the top 4 are now in clean air. It's down to penalties and battling on the track.
Right, okay, this is going to be interesting now. Will TLK's infinitely greater top speed? He's got Jace DeReese right up behind him
Right
again.
behind him, and Soup's right in
Right
front,
in front of him. And Prenta, Senior, is not too far behind either. And I think
Prenta-
everyone's going to score a point now as well.
Yeah, so I think Whiteside was a lap down on White. Yeah, there you go. So Whiteside's now 10. Yeah, we've got 10 cars left, all of which obviously will score a point.
Oh, Madman having a run. But no, KO still in front.
This will obviously allow Big Prenta to get away this battle.
Again,
But if Madman can get past quickly,
I don't think he will be able to. Oh, hello. KO's gone a little deep. Will Madman try and go up the inside end? No, he's too far back, surely, into the final corner.
he might look into turn 1. He might look into turn 1.
Oh, but he hasn't got a good
And there's
exit,
Mayhem.
though.
Look at Mayhem. He's not
Mayhem
too far
fastest
behind.
lap. Mayhem
There you
fastest
go.
lap,
Mayhem has got the
56.1.
fastest lap. Oh, Madman's not close enough. KO is now 1.9 behind already, so again, Prentice pulled a 2-second gap.
Oh, Madman's so much faster than KO in the
KO's made a mistake. KO's made a mistake. Madman might get
No, he's on the wrong lines. He's on the wrong sort of area.
Yeah. Madman knows.
And then we've got Mayhem behind, catching up.
Yeah, Madman must know that this is probably his best opportunity he's going to get for a while. KO lights up the rears, I think.
Oh, KO went a little deep. Madman's got a good run, but no, KO's got good traction though.
And also, I'm assuming they're now using Rich Nicks for the straights now. They've probably got more than enough fuel.
Most probably, yeah. They're just about nudging 200.
Yeah, there was debris on the left-hand side of the track just before that bend. So it looks like that's where White's been there.
So
I wonder if he
yeah,
had
maybe
to
it tried to avoid someone. Yeah.
and just hit the wall. Madman,
No, he's looking at it. But look, we've now got
Prentice not pulling away though.
2.1 now.
Yeah, slightly, but not by much. Oh, KO really having the lift through there. Madman.
I don't think Madman does it. Oh, no.
Madman's just got to go for it. I think he's just got to make a move that he probably would not make on a normal circumstances.
No.
He's got bad exits. He's got on the
2
curve.
seconds now, KO. Mayhem again, fastest lap, 55.6.
Mayhem. Oh.
So we started with the top 4 quite close together, and we're going to finish with
finishing
quite close together as it all starts to close in again. But
J19's
what's helping
all on his own.
What's helping Big Prenta is his first sector.
Yeah.
So it was 2 seconds, it's now 2.6.
Wow. Yeah, he's pulled a nice gap there. Yeah, look at this, second, third, fourth.
All together.
All together now.
Oh, and
KO is helping Big Prenta here in terms of having the speed to stay in front despite...
what's
probably not
Mayhem's
have it
speed like down the straight though? We haven't seen anything from Mayhem at all this race.
No, he's been nowhere all race, and all of a sudden, with the fresh tyres, he's now putting in the fastest laps of the race. No, he's not really, with a double toe, he's not really making any inroads on the cars in front down the straight. But Mayhem always tends to have slightly more aero, doesn't he? Look at every race. He's never ever really been one of the quickest down the straight.
I'll tell you what, actually, KO...
It's 2.2. I don't know if it's just the concertina.
Well, no, because that's the
corners.
second...
Oh,
he's
yeah.
He's got 4 tenths to Prenter in the middle sector.
4 tenths in the middle sector.
So obviously it might be KO running really low aero that's helping him.
Yeah.
What's his across the line?
Prenter's got 2 warnings this lap alone.
2.5.
He's close to having a 4th penalty.
And KO's only got 2.
2. KO is potentially still in the pound seat here. 3, 4. Madman's still got 4. Mayhem 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 as well.
But what helps Big Prentice, yeah, KO's made
really
this mistake.
KO's really wide.
But Madman's not close enough to make amends. Now 2.8.
We need to keep an eye on
wide again,
Prenter.
wide again. Madman, much better line this time. He will have to lunge now. KO defends.
Oh, he's squeezing him. They're touching.
The touch.
Mayhem.
Mayhem, look, Mayhem.
Mayhem's going to...
No, Madman's going to have a good run out of that corner.
Oh, no. Madman won't be happy. His KO looked like he gave him a bit of a shove. But at the moment, with the gap as it is, although I'm expecting to go up a bit more now as a result.
Well, I don't know, it doesn't look that it's gone much higher. 3.3.
Yeah,
It's not as high as it
seconds. But at the moment, that's enough. As long as Prenter doesn't get another penalty, that's a big enough gap for him to
now, will Mayhem be able to overtake KO now? Look at the amount of cornering speed Mayhem can take through the turn 18,
yeah,
but it seems like Mayhem, KO's... I don't know.
Just purely the extra tread on those tyres, I think. It's just giving him the ability to have a much tighter line and better turning, better braking, better exit. But KO's just got the straight line speed. It's now 3.7.
It's going to have to be a lunge or something peculiar, I think.
Yeah, a lunge, something peculiar, or Prenter to get another another warning, and all of a sudden Prenter will need to find 6 seconds. Or 6 second total gap with 2 laps to go. He's got half
Mayhem
of that.
just cut a corner there in the S's. Mayhem's gone wide.
He's wide again.
No, I don't know.
Hold on. That might be a clever little line, actually. That might be a clever little line. What's the gap? It's now
3.9.
So it's staying, it's going out a little bit more every lap.
Are we going further down the field now? TLK's been overtaken by Jay Reese, and he's catching up to the back of Soups. So that battle's not over yet, but Jay Reese has got a lot of penalties.
He has. I think he was 7 when I last counted.
Yes.
I think he's close to being similar to what Newcart had, in terms of being a few away from being disqualified.
Right, now we've got 2 laps to go.
3.2 the gap. He's
Let's
closed
have
in
another
half
look.
a second in that middle sector.
1, 2, 3. 3 penalties for Big Prenter.
Yeah, Prenter's one warning away though from getting a 4th.
2. KO's on a comfortable 2 still.
Yeah.
So at the moment, Prenter will win this by 2 tenths.
At the moment, yes. As it come over the line, it's now
3.4.
So KO's got the middle sector.
That's it though.
Big Prenter, that's it. Big Prenter's got 1 and 3, but Big Prenter can't make a mistake in the X's or anywhere. Because if he does, he's then 3 seconds behind pretty much. He might be close there, you know. Ooh.
3.7 now.
No, he's still surviving. He's still holding on
Oh,
not
wide
getting
by
another warning.
KO. Oh, Mayhem
Mayhem's
right
got a
up
good
behind.
run.
Mayhem's
Mayhem,
right up
great
behind
run.
now. If Mayhem wants to run, if Mayhem wants to go, then he'll have to do it now. But no.
No.
They won't pass him down the straight. He's too quick.
No, he's too quick. Gap was 3.7. We'll keep an eye on it. Coming to the end of this sector.
Well, admittedly,
It's
Mayhem's
about
catching
the
him.
same. KO was 3.7 behind. It's now
3.8.
3.8. So he's lost the 10th this time round.
Yeah.
So yeah, Prenta's winning this by 8/10 at the moment.
Unless he gets a penalty, and this is why KO must keep in front of Mayhem. Oh.
Yeah. I might stay on board with Prenta this last lap just to make sure he doesn't. He's taking it so steadily through those corners where they'd normally bite you in terms of penalties and warnings. He's taking it so steady to make sure he doesn't get one.
Well, he doesn't. He only needs to win. Yeah.
One more penalty and he's
Gap's
losing
now
this
3.7 again.
Yeah, he took it really steady that last sector. One more 6 attempts at turning into the corner there, into turn 1. Fuel light's already been on.
KO's light's not on.
Big Prence's light's been on for a good half a lap already now.
KO's got a very good line this lap through sector 1 actually. Mayhem's marked up. 3 seconds the gap.
3 seconds, oh dear. Yeah, Prenta's got away with no warning through the first sector. So it's...
And KO got a very good line through that first sector. KO,
could KO his corner right?
Could KO
nick this?
No, that's a good line. That's a very good line. Fuel lights just come online. Fuel lights just come on now, so he'll be fine.
KO could still nick this.
Could he nick the win? Are we up for the Are we up for the closest finish?
Oh, he's on the curb. Oh, I thought he was on the curb there.
Just got away with it. That gap looks in the 2s.
It is
2.7. KO's in the lead at this point.
I'll have one more quick look at penalties for Prenta as we go into the last few. No, he's still not got a penalty. Another warning.
KO's in the lead at this point. It's close, but I think Prenta's always been sort of slightly quicker in this final sector.
He's been taking it so steady.
He can't now.
So Prenta will cross the line in the lead, but that does not look 3 seconds to me. That does not look.
It looks close. Prenta crosses the line now, but KO wins! KO wins! He nicks it on the very last lap! Prenta led every single lap, but KO won!
Doesn't win the race! Madman also ahead of Mayhem. Madman third.
So Mayhem must have had another penalty then.
He must have got another penalty. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he got another 2 penalties in the last 3 laps. Ended up with 6 in total. 1, 2, Madman 4. Madman had 4. So yeah, so the 1 extra penalty for Mayhem would have still lost him.
That gap, we might be talking like a Japanese win here. Like it might be, we're talking like maybe tenths. I don't think it'll be hundreds. Maybe a tenth, maybe a tenth or 2. But if it's in the hundreds, that is the closest ever finish. That will take the record out of F1. It was 2 tenths.
0.199. KO wins
by
the
under
USA
2 tenths.
Grand Prix by under 2 tenths.
It's not the record. It's not the record closest, but it's damn well close.
So yeah, Big Prenta ends up second despite leading every single lap of that race. He still ends up second.
I would like to point out as well, Whiteside indeed did not get a single penalty, but was 6 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, he was the only guy who couldn't even get under 2 minutes, and he was 1.4 from getting under 2 minutes. So yeah, that was Prenter Senior did get 1 penalty at the end. Jay Streets ended up with 9 penalties.
But Prentice still got beaten by Jay Sturris.
Yeah.
So
he must have had. So KO takes the win.
Somehow, he was 25 seconds back at one point, and that penalty, that safety car really helped. It helped big time.
As a result of the disqualification from Newcart has helped him with the race as a result of having less penalties.
And
unbelievable.
And you could argue a frankly conservative Prenter, unless his tyres were going off at the end.
Well, yes, he didn't stop. He might have been going off, but he did look when I was on board with him. Every single corner where you normally get a penalty, he was taking it extra smooth, because he was 1 warning away from getting another penalty. And that would have done him earlier in the race. That would have meant a few laps previous. That would have meant he wouldn't have won. Whereas keeping it at 3 penalties meant he had a chance. But unfortunately, it looked like he took it just
a smidge too smooth.
He actually would have pulled away ever so slightly on that last sector.
But it wasn't enough.
The gap was 3 tenths in KO's favour and ended up with less than 2 tenths. But yeah, it wasn't enough.
So well done, KO. And now we wait another week for the F1 Australian Grand Prix.
Australia?
Austin,
America.
USA. Sorry, it's been a long night. Shh.
We're starting back at the start of the season again, are we?
Yes, we are. Yes. I guess you'd like that because you weren't there.
No, yeah, I missed that stupid PlayStation. So in a week's time, we will have the American Grand Prix for the F1 League, and again, it's looking particularly close between a certain few drivers, based on what we've seen in practice so far. The Gp2 boys will next race in 2 weeks' time at Mexico.
I got asked by a question, would that start time be changed at all because of the Canadian Grand Prix?
Oh, that should have been sorted out. That was raced ages ago. We'll need to talk about that. Yeah, we'll need. So yeah, stay tuned in terms of next week or so in terms of finding out the timings, because yeah, that actually should have been rearranged as a result. Because I did raise that up months ago, but it looks like that might have been forgotten about. So we'll need to look into that, because yeah, that will clash with Canada. So we might have to bring it forward early, or I don't know. We'll have to discuss it and find out a solution.
But that's another problem for another day. So thank you for watching, and
good night.
Yes, indeed. I haven't stopped yet.